Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hold on. 1 second. Hush. Hush. Sorry, Larry. Give me a second.
Not a problem. So what's going on, Zombie Tom?
Same old shit. What's going on with you?
Another day in the hood.
That's it. Some kind of holiday, so I ain't got shit to do really.
Ooh, sorry, son. Who we got with us this morning?
That's Tommy.
My Lumina-Foil.
Yep.
Good morning, Lumina-Foil.
How are you doing?
Uh, well, I'm glad you're here, but I hope you willing to give me a few seconds, right? I just told Larry I got a lot to unpack. But how are you feeling today, Tommy?
I'm all right. How are you guys?
It could be better. For other people, not me. I'm good.
All right.
Larry, how you doing today, man?
Tired.
Tired? Man, I woke up early this morning trying to hang out with, I've been hanging out with somebody in these YouTube streets up on their panel, talking and hanging out, having fun and all that good shit. Well, they sabotaged that shit today. They sabotaged it. And Tommy, let me tell you how they sabotaged it. They hung out yesterday with with Paul Enslaved and the rest of the other drama bonding people, right? Now
Yeah.
I'm up on the panel, me, Yurt, and Paul, and somebody else was up on the panel. We was having a good we was having a good discussion and everything, and it all went, it was really nice, right? But then
Yeah.
the drama bonding people started coming up. And I was like, yo, they just fuck up the whole vibe, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not with all of that, and they understood when I left because I was like, yo, whoa. I could go in the chat, I could go enjoy my L, I could go do a lot of other things. I ain't gotta sit here and watch y'all drama bond. So they understood. I rolled out. But this morning, I goes in, I told him, I'll come hang out with you this evening. I goes to his room this morning. So we, trying to talk about what he was, listening to Paul and everybody, trying to understand standing on rights and freedom. So I proceeded to, explain my view. He brought up some other shit, some frauditor. Then he was not mad at the auditor, but he was saying that the auditor, that this Pacific auditor only goes out to get a rise out of people. This is what he was saying about the auditor. He says this specific auditor goes out and records to get a rouse out of people. So I disagreed, right? So Tommy, help me understand something. So if he has his thought, is that an opinion or is that a fact?
It would be an opinion in that case because no one can read that auditor's mind. Like, unless that auditor says, yes, I go out just to get a rise out of people.
That was
That
my
would,
question to him, Tommy. I said, well, have you ever heard that auditor say, yeah, I go out to get a rouse out of people to get my clicks and views? He said, no, but it's evident. It's evident. Here's the proof right here. But then he played a frauditor. He played a frauditor, the video from a frauditor standpoint, right? He didn't
yeah.
play the actual auditor's video. He played the frauditor's video. So I said, well, you can't show me something from the frauditor. You have to go to the auditor. Well, he cut that part out of his video. He cut that part out of the video. I said, well, why am I to believe that the frauditor didn't do it? That the frauditor audits videos too. You know what I mean? So why you gonna just blame it on the auditor and not the frauditor? What the fuck? So he didn't like the fact that I didn't agree with him. And you know how it goes in these YouTube streets, Larry. If you don't agree with somebody, right, they get look. And he said, I got triggered. I got triggered. Listen, let me tell you why I got triggered. I got triggered because he kept saying doing like this. Oh, you're wrong. You're wrong. Just admit that you're wrong. You just don't want to concede that you're wrong. You don't have no facts to back it up. You're wrong. And he kept saying that to me. He wouldn't even let me talk. He just kept, trying to humiliate me, I guess, for his chat or, or to prove a point that, oh, Sly got a trigger point. Let me show y'all. Right. This is what I got out of it. Like, everybody, like, since even when I first went up on this broadcast, one of his boys didn't know me. So they tried me. Started saying a bunch of niggas and nigger this and nigger that. You know what I mean? So they was trying to like trigger me, get me, no, I ain't with that drama bonding shit. If that's how you feel, just don't say the hard ER at the end of that shit. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, but I got through that with him. He understood that no, I'm not feeding into that dumb shit y'all be doing. You know what I mean? So we got through that. But when that dude this morning was like, just say I'm right. Just say all you gotta do. And I'm like, no, I ain't gotta agree with you. And then I started letting him know how I felt about the way he was treating me. It had shit to do with Armageddon's Press, shit to do with the auditors. It had shit to do with me knowing how I conduct myself when I come up on your broadcast, right? Know that I'm not with that drama arguing shit, right? We can debate, we can agree to disagree. But you're not going to be there to you just don't want to admit you're wrong. You just don't want to admit that I'm right. Then he said, I don't give a fuck about your feelings. When you start talking to me like that, my mind spazzes out. I blank out. I do. It's a natural instinct when you feel like somebody's attacking you, right? Am I right?
Right.
Tommy?
Yeah, but you're usually the one that ends on not giving a fuck.
Right. I mean, because that's what I kept saying. I kept saying, okay, that's your opinion. No, that's not my opinion. It's a fact. It's a fact. I said, buddy. He said, let's look up the word opinion. Opinion means exactly what I said. That's your opinion, dude. That don't necessarily have to mean that that's what he's going out there for. Well, you can see it. He got 3,300. Huh?
Was he talking about Joe?
No, he was talking about Armageddon's Press.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I'm saying. I said it's a lot of auditors that go out there. All you got to do, if I'm got my camera up to your window, could I be window shopping? Could I be seeing what's going on? I'm out in public. I have a right to do it. But they saying because you make people feel uncomfortable, you shouldn't do it. So my rights, my comfortability, my happiness should end because I'm making you feel uncomfortable.
Well, everybody's their own responsible for their comfortability. You can't really put that on people.
What about the million cameras that are filming them anyway? What's so different between those and yours?
Bootlickers don't see those. Bootlickers don't think like that.
I understand that, but I just, you see my point. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. Bootlickers don't think like that, Larry. They want it,
Walmart are actually reading your face like the Chinese cameras.
Right. Facial recognition, right?
Yep. What game is that?
Sniper Elite 5, I think.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Have we ever seen a Joe Nobody playing?
Maybe. I haven't been playing too much of the online.
Well, try to remember that name. That's my son. He plays a lot of games.
Joe Nobody?
Yep.
Is he on Xbox?
Computer.
Okay. Yeah, this is cross-platform. If he plays this, I might see him.
He's usually within the top 100 of any game. He's been playing games since he was like 3.
Yeah, me too.
He used to play Sonic the Hedgehog with his feet and actually win a level.
All right, can I get back at it?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I just, I did tell you I had a lot to unpack.
I know, damn it. Here I am screwing up the flow again.
No. You're good. You're all good. That's why I asked you, was you ready though? Because I knew I was going to need a few minutes.
You're fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, people have to allow other people to live and let live, man. Stop minding other people's business. If you don't understand something, just leave it the fuck alone. If it ain't causing you no harm and injury and, ain't bothering you, leave it alone. Like, why you gotta mess with people? I'm outside on the sidewalk with my camera, window shopping, doing whatever I'm doing, and you gotta come out and get in my face and say, oh, you recorded me while I was walking in the store. Okay. Like, did I hurt you? You made me feel uncomfortable. Did I hurt you? But why are you doing it? Did I hurt you? I mean, that's all I can say. I ain't hurt you. So what are you crying about?
That's how I am at my apartment because everybody gets all shitty about me letting my dog run around, but he doesn't fuck with anybody. So just walk through. I let him say leash law, and then I laugh and I go, "You think that's what cops are gonna come to this neighborhood over? Fucking leash?" Nope.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna get all bent out of shape because you don't understand something. I get bent out of shape because you try to force your will on me, just like you won't let me force my will on you, like telling you, well, you should do this, well, you should do that. I can't force my will on nobody. So you're not gonna say, well, you should just concede and say I'm right. The fuck out of here, man. I ain't gotta concede and say you're right if I think you're wrong. So I'm gonna just go along and get along and say, okay, Benton, you're right, no problem. Fuck out of here, yo. I ain't no chump like that. I'm cut from a different cloth, man. So that's just how I feel. Like, I just live and let live. Leave people alone. Mind your business. See, I got more energy to talk about me, than to be dwelling on what somebody else is doing and why they, like they do Paul. They all in with Paul. Let that man live. Leave him alone. You know what I mean? If you can't deal with him, leave him alone. Don't try to fight with him. Don't try.
He is the one going out of his channel and chasing channels down now. So if people bitch about him, I don't blame them.
Tommy, they came to him. Like I said the other day, they come to him.
No, he's literally sitting there now going through the live channels and seeing who.
Did they restream him first? Did they start it first?
Huh? No.
They didn't start talking about Paul first on their stream?
No, you give him so much credit for being honorable. He's not.
I watched it. No, I'm not giving him any credit. I'm watched it.
I'm saying every show now he seems to be going and looking
because
for who he can
it's like a club. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody's benefiting from it, right? It's nothing wrong with
people. Some people want him to leave him alone, and there's like drama over it. Like,
if they want him to leave him alone, stop talking about him.
That's not what's happening. He's just pursuing people. It was like me. He told me to leave his channel and not come back, I said, then don't follow me to other channels. He goes, I will. I'm like, well, I don't know what you want, dude.
Well, see, that's some things y'all gotta work out, right? Or just don't even pay him no mind. If he follow
No,
you,
I ripped the boy an asshole, but I'm saying if he gets reported a bunch by people, because I mean it's technically harassment if he keeps following people or showing up on their channels.
but they let him in. You know they don't have to let him on their broadcast, right?
I don't know how it works because I don't do
All
one,
right,
but
I'm gonna tell
you
you
know,
how it works. When Paul shows up in the basement, right? You don't have to click and let him up on your broadcast like he
oh
do
yeah, the
you.
backstage thing. Yeah,
Yeah, leave him.
that's what Welsh that Welsh news network, they left him in the back for a
Left him
long
in the
time.
back. Right, exactly. I saw that. Yup, they left him in the back twice. I saw that. If you don't, but you can't leave him in the back and then talk shit about him.
So
You know, you got him in the back watching you. You got him in the back listening to you talk shit about him.
if
Now, how
somebody
manly is that?
if somebody is restreaming your stream, will you show the extra viewers or what?
If
Like,
somebody's
will
ahead.
like will all the people viewing their channel show up as your viewers while they're restreaming? Like, let's say Larry's got 50 viewers and somebody restreams him with 50 viewers. Will Larry come up as having 100 viewers while they restream?
No, I don't think so. But they do go in and out of each other's chat.
Yeah.
You got me? So like if Paul is restreaming their broadcast and they know Paul is streaming, they can go in his chat, you know, say whatever, and his people can go in their chat. It's just a circle of drama. Just that's what they like. They like it. You know what I mean? I don't see anybody like really saying, "Yo, we don't want them here." They invite them just by talking about them.
With the way TV and Sovereign Citizen, they both didn't want him there. And he was
But
chasing Bob pretty
we
hard.
keep talking about them though, babe. You know what I mean? If I don't want to be bothered with somebody, right? I'm gonna just cut them off, leave them alone. But I'm not going to start a stream every day talking about them. I'm gonna just leave them alone because I don't want them in my energy. I don't want them in my circle, right? I don't want them fucking up my stream. So I'm gonna leave them alone. But if you sit up on your panel and talk about him all day, what you think he gonna do if he watching you?
I don't think that happens very much, though. I mean, Paul's really
happening for the past 3 weeks.
He's really a traumatized child, whether you don't acknowledge it or not. He's definitely got some issues.
He probably do, Tommy, but what does that matter to anyone? For real. What Paul issues are ain't got shit to do with nobody else. Paul got to handle his own issues. We can't fix his issues.
He should be the one that finds what he's going to do a show about and mind his own
beeswax. I tried that
beeswax.
yesterday. We did that yesterday. I was on Yurt's panel, me, Yurt, Paul, and Benton. We was having a nice, it was real nice. Paul was spitting his fire. He was talking, like how I met him. He was doing all that yesterday. And then the drama just had to come. Z, drama just gotta come.
Who was that guy he was yelling at on that he had all worked up on Yurts? It was like some dude with a beard.
I don't know who that guy was. First I thought it was Snap Food, right? But it wasn't. It was somebody else.
Have you seen Goblin anywhere?
Nope, I haven't seen Goblin. Oh, Goblin sent me a video the other day. I didn't check it, but me and Goblin are friends on Facebook.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be streaming more here. I wanted to see him.
Yeah, he probably did because he sent me a video yesterday. So he probably did a stream yesterday or something. He sent me something.
He shut it down. Like I called, like, me and Snafu were beefing, and I guess whenever Snafu went over to Paul's, he turned on Goblin or something, and a lot of his videos are taken down.
Yeah, see that, and that's what this thing is, man. It's too much drama, it's too much madness, man. Why? Look, in my Rodney King's right, Rodney King, right? Can't we all just get along? That's all I'm saying, man. What that dude did to me this morning, he lost the supporter just by saying, I don't give a fuck about your feelings. He lost the supporter, right? You don't tell somebody to come in your house that try to bond with you or try to vibe with you. You don't give a fuck about their feelings. Then fuck you too, nigga. That's how I feel. Cause you ain't got to like me. I don't care. Then I won't be bothered with you. You don't like me? Fuck you. I don't gotta be bothered with you. I ain't gonna come in your chat and be drunk, doing all that shit. No, once I unsubscribe, you're done. I don't go back. So that's what they did to me for 5 o'clock this morning, pissing me off. Hey, he was thrilled too. He was like, I don't give a fuck about your feelings. Oh, look at you. You're triggered. You're triggered. I'm like, yo, is this what y'all do? Y'all really just fuck with people just to see them get triggered?
Did he say you're triggered or triggered?
Triggered. Triggered. You know how they were saying about
you? The hard R triggered.
Yeah. Look at you. You're triggered. You're triggered. Look at you. Look at you. Oh, I got you triggered. You know what I mean? Like, why would you early in the morning want to push somebody's buttons like that? And I come to your house with peace. I come to your house with love, right? Why would you want to start an argument with me?
Because you're black.
And that's what somebody said in this chat too. He said he a racist old truck driver.
Hey man, just love, man. That's all we gotta do is love, man.
Well, I don't love like Talcott, man. My shit is genuine, man. You know what I mean? Y'all know, everybody that meets me know that I'm not with that drama, right? I'm not, and I'm not gonna allow you to put me in that box where I got, because the YouTube streets is full of drama, we're gonna make you part of the drama too.
Fuck that.
Spin on this one, right? You know what I mean? Because I ain't gotta be a part of your madness. You know, just concede and say I'm right. You're wrong and I'm right. You're wrong and I'm right. And he kept saying it. He wouldn't let me talk. He just kept being an asshole, right? And I don't like that kind of behavior. Don't treat me like that. Fuck out of here, yo. I tried to make a video. It didn't work out right. Oh my God. Larry, I'm sorry. I just don't understand people sometimes, man. I just don't understand.
There's no reason for you to be sorry, girl. None at all.
Thanks, man. And I guess I don't really try to understand people, right? But if I'm engaging with you, and I'm being the best person I can be when I'm engaging with you, like, don't give me shit. Just don't be trying to give me shit. You know what I mean? Because then they come out, oh, she rage quitting. Nah, nigga, I'm backing out of this shit before it get too bad. You know what I mean? It ain't rage quitting. I don't want to get myself worked up about somebody else's bullshit. That's not rage quitting. Right? Now, if I had went in his chat and started just like going in on him, that's rage quitting. I left and I went in his chat and I started raging. I ain't do that. Left a couple of comments. Nice, sweet. Said, go at it, sir.
Have fun in the sun. I don't want to be ya.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and he talking about, because Paul was trying to explain to them, because Yerk was asking, well, how come, you, like, what are you trying to get out of this movement or whatever. And Paul said, yo, I really ain't trying to get nothing with them. You know what I mean? He said, I don't yoke with them because they don't stand on rights and freedom. If I get into a jam, they ain't gonna have my back. And I understand that. I clearly understand that.
Yeah.
You know, why would I be in the car? I get stopped by the police, right? Because I might not have a license, whatever. And I'm talking to the police officer, and you sitting on the side, telling me, man, just give me your ID, man, just go. I don't want no problems, man. Just go ahead, just do. Man, shut the fuck up with your little bitch ass. That's some shit Joe Cool would say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Paul don't want nobody like that riding with him. He want strong niggas. You know, if you want to ride or die, let's ride or die. Don't be sitting on the side telling my man, come on, man, don't just give me your ID, man. Why you gotta fuck out of here, yo? That's that pussy ass shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I get carried away. It's the nigger in me. Yeah, I'm trying to get it together, Larry. I'm trying to get it together. I just don't understand these. And I'm not going to stay out the streets. I'm going to find a place like I found here where people are going to accept me for who I am and stop trying to push my buttons and make me go outside of myself. Stop trying to knock me off my square, right? Because you can't conduct yourself. You don't know how to think for yourself and not get upset, about any little thing, right? That's not my problem.
Well, that's kind of like me saying, oh, I wish everybody was like me. Fuck no, I don't wish nobody was like me because shit would be fucked up. You know, either we'd be giving each other constant hugs or we'd be duking it out. Nothing in between. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And see, with me, the kind of heart I got, Larry, is I'm
know your heart.
Yeah, I'm a care, I care by nature. That's just my heart. Like, you know what I mean? Benton is the kind of person where, if he's sick, he don't want you to tell him stuff that might help him. He don't want you to you don't tell him nothing. Right? I see he said even if my girlfriend was trying to tell me, I would tell her, no, I don't need to know that. I don't want to know that. I said, well, damn, you would hurt her feelings because she's trying to care for you. I don't give a fuck. I know I'm going to die. What kind of shit is that? So now, because you're going to die, you're going to treat everybody miserably.
Yeah, it's sad, I think.
Yeah, if you know you're going to die, you should be having fun, enjoying the rest of your life.
Live for today. Live for today.
Yeah. I mean, just because you got a broadcast and that's the way you talk, a podcast, you got a podcast, but you got a podcast and that's the way you talk or whatever. I'm not calling in. That's what he said. He said, call in, /I. I'm not calling in. I'm coming up. What the fuck is you talking about? Call in.
Well, plus too, can you imagine us sitting here bonding about death? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, not. Well, we wasn't bonding about the death. We were.
No, I'm not saying you. What I'm saying. Yeah.
He was saying he don't want to hear. You know how say when we found out about Wizard, right?
Yeah.
Everybody was throwing in suggestions of what he should do, this, that, and the other. Did you hear Wizard say one time, I'm dying. I don't want to hear that shit.
Right.
I'm dying. I accept it. I don't want to hear that shit. No, Wizard never did nothing like that. Even if he didn't need the suggestions, he appreciated them because people showed care. People showed him love by just giving those suggestions. You don't have to use them, right? But just appreciate that it came from somebody's heart.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You ain't got to be, I'm going to just be an asshole because I'm dying. I know I'm dying. So you don't got to be telling me how to take this and how to do that. I'm dying. I don't give a fuck. Well, nigga, you don't need no friends then.
Hey,
You know what I
Sly.
mean?
Sly,
Yes.
Nubs says we need to start a channel called Sly Alley.
And every now and then we might need a mud pile. Yes. Man, I do need one. Now, maybe that's what I should start it. Nubs. Sly Shy 58 Alley.
Or get right with Sly.
Yeah, I should keep that one. Moose gave me that one. Even Moose was in the chat yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, it's a little disappointing, right? That all we went through with him, just like that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you open up yourself to people and they just kick you in your teeth. They don't give a fuck. Yeah, I mean, they just you know what I mean?
Thrown away like a piece of garbage.
Yes, and that's what Ben did to me this morning. He just kicked me to the curb, like, yo, you just like them auditors. Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? He just kicked me to the curb because I agree with Paul, right? Because I agree with Paul, I'm his white knight. So because I agree with somebody, I'm huh? And he was like, yeah, Sly was sitting there shaking her head, yeah, agreeing. Cause I agree with some of the shit he says. I live like that. That's why I agree.
Exactly.
If you don't know, you won't agree, right?
Right.
Because I know I can sit there and be like, yup. I can do that because I live like that. You punk ass niggas, huh?
You live by example.
Right. I do.
I know
lead
you do.
by example. And I'm not telling you to live like me, but I'm hoping by the way I walk and I talk and I do what I do, you see something and you might can apply it in your life.
Right.
That's exactly what Paul does. He's not trying to lead nobody to the promised land. He just saying stand on your rights and freedom. Stop being dictated to. Stop allowing other people to dictate to you how you should live. That's his message in a nutshell. No man has dominion over me. No man has dominion over me. That's his message. And I feel the same way. I've been living like this since 1986, 87, right? I don't let nobody take control over my life but me.
You took control over your life a long fucking time ago.
Yeah, man.
You did. Nobody else but you.
Right. I ain't coming to YouTube streets to learn how to live. I ain't go to college to learn how to live. And I did that shit hands on.
Yep.
Hands on, nigga. I'm here. You know?
You see, that's something with me is I've been really trying to I shouldn't use that word, excuse me. Slap! I've been changing my life, I'll put it that way, probably the last 10 years. But the only reason I've been changing my life the last 10 years is I thought that's the way life was because that's all I knew. You know what I'm saying? You get stuck in that rut and then you get blinders on. And before you know it, you're like, wow. You know, you wake up one day or you see something that triggers in your head, wow, shit isn't supposed to be this way. I need to, figure this shit out, see what I could do to change it. And that's what's the hardest thing for me is I've been programmed. It's hard to get that programming out of my head.
You programmed yourself though, buddy.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, because I just keep hearing everybody saying, well, Paul, what do you want to get? What are you trying to get people to do? Where are you trying to lead people to? I'm like, huh? Are y'all really asking him that question like he's some kind of God? I mean, he ain't trying to take nobody to the promised land.
Depends
But
on
no,
what day you catch him on. He makes all kinds of contradictory claims.
yeah, I mean, Tommy, once again, you gotta think for people gotta think for themselves. If you believe everything Paul say out his mouth, you crazy. That's all I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
but you
about that.
can't. I mean, if you say you stand on truth and then you spend hours talking shit about people that ain't true, you're not standing on truth.
Well, okay, so when he says he stands on truth and he starts spitting the fire about like like we were talking yesterday. Um Standing on his when he talks about standing on truth, right? That's one thing. But when he starts doing the entertainment, bullshitting around, having fun, kicking it with people, that's what they doing. They just kicking it, just being a bunch of seem like teenage boys, frat house shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, not barbershop, frat house. you
So
know,
Nubs,
and
says, I hear exactly what you're saying. That's why I am from because of how I respond.
exactly. Exactly. See, I pay attention to shit, man. People don't pay attention. They be all in their head trying to think, trying to figure it out. Try, don't, man, that's a waste of time. Trying to figure out somebody else. It's a waste of time. Right? If you can't see it through your own, when you look at them, and because that's what he says. He says, I don't have to know your whole entire life to, kind of see when you come up here and what you bring in or what you presenting. I have to know. You don't have to know my whole life, right? Just by the way I conduct myself. And if I conduct myself in a manner where people should respect me, then that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, you
Exactly.
gotta give respect to get respect. You don't just get to be respected if you act like him.
Well, and do have you ever seen me act like him?
Well,
No.
you're talking about him. Are we talking about
I
him or
said,
talking about you?
I said, have you ever seen me act like that?
Seen you act like you.
You go, buddy. That's what I'm talking about, man. Everybody trying to be like somebody else. I'm being like me. I like what the boy spits when he's spitting his fire, when he's talking about truth and standing on rights and freedom. I love it. I enjoy when he talks about those things because I live it myself. That's why I enjoy it. But other people don't understand it and they want to make him wrong, right? Because you don't understand something doesn't mean he's wrong.
No, he's wrong when he's wrong. That's why
Right.
I can't sit there and watch his show because I got a long enough memory from everything I've seen that I just sit and hear all the times he's contradicted something from before.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, all right, so have you ever contradicted yourself?
I live very attentively not to because, yeah, hypocrisy is my biggest problem with people. 'Cause it's like I wouldn't have a problem with him except he made the claim that he cannot keep up with. So if he wouldn't have said he was a thing before failing at it, I wouldn't have no problem with him.
Hmm. And that's understandable, Tommy. I wouldn't hold, anybody, if you have an opinion of me, if you have an opinion of anybody, I can't hold it against you because that's your opinion. You know what I mean? Now I might stand, like you said, I might stand up for him a little bit. I might say, hey, no, that's not how it is. But still, your opinion is yours. I can't take your opinion away from you. I'm just, I might defend them, but that doesn't mean I'm trying to make you see my way. You understand where I'm coming from? And see, that's where Benton went wrong. He kept try to say that I'm trying to make him see it my way. No, I'm only explaining it my way, and you see it for what it is, right? If you don't agree with it, you cannot agree with it. But you can't tell me, oh, you're wrong. You're wrong. You need to admit that you're wrong. You need to tell me you're wrong. I'm right and you're wrong. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't play like that. Especially then you don't even want me to explain myself. You just
exactly.
you just trying to get your chat to laugh at me. Make fun or whatever. You trying to humiliate me for your chat.
Yeah.
Because then he asked this chat, put a 1 if you think this is what he's doing, or put a 2 if you disagree. So most of the people said 1 because they are his followers, right?
Right.
If I had some First Amendment auditors in his chat, what do you think they would say? You get me?
Oh yeah.
If I had at least 50 Applause people in his chat, what do you think they would say?
Nub says you don't play like that because you know I'm right.
Yeah, that's how Nubs. That's how he was going at me early in the morning. Though I hadn't even get up and get my coffee or smoke my L yet. Yo, he was like, "Yo, you're wrong. Just concede. You know how when they play chess, this is my show and you're wrong. Oh, fuck it, buddy. You can have your show. Unsubscribe." Yo, I ain't got time for that nonsense, man. Out of grown ass men don't know how to conduct themselves, don't know how to have a civil conversation without trying to humiliate or embarrass somebody. Fuck out of here. Now, if anybody does that, I don't care. I don't do it, and you won't do it to me. So, if Paul does it, that's on Paul. Anybody else you know do it, that's on them. But it won't be done to me. You see me, Larry? When that start happening here, what I do?
Yep.
Do I rage quit or do I just bail out, fall back?
Right. I believe that's the best thing to do. Why interject yourself with that chaos? We don't need any more fucking chaos in our life.
That's what I'm saying, Larry. That's exactly my sentiment right there. I already done dealt with a bunch of chaos in my life. I am not coming on these YouTube streets to be in y'all chaos. If you wanted chaos, have at it. Who am I to judge? You know what I mean? Who am I to judge if you want to be the way you are, right?
You
But don't
do you, I'll do me.
Yeah, don't fault me because you just don't because you like the auditors. You like the auditors, so you're not gonna agree with me. No, I'm not gonna agree with you, not because I like the auditors, because I see what they doing. Oh, they not teaching nobody nothing. What are you teaching by taking your camera and putting it up to the Starbucks window looking inside? What are you teaching? I'm teaching people to mind their fucking business. Right? If I'm outside,
auditors are more about making sure cops remember their job and their lines.
And not just cops though, babe. Even business owners, even people in the street. Why would you come up to me while I'm in public asking me what am I recording?
Kind of like that dude you did with the sign out in the middle of the street, that business owner. He was being a fool.
Wait, let me tell you what happened last week when I went there, right? So the sign was back in the middle of the sidewalk again, right, Larry? So I moved the sign over. I went back in the store and I said, I moved the sign over, okay? So he was like, yeah. He said, oh, okay, yeah, I remember you. He was like, he said, I ain't seen you in a while. He don't know every time I walk past there, if the sign is sitting in the walkway, in the walk, where people walking at, I move it over. I don't always go in the store and let them know, but a couple of times I have. But this time he said, oh yeah, I remember you. Where's your wheelchair? Didn't you have a wheelchair? I said, no. I said, I was talking about the lady that rolled up in the wheelchair and the door almost hit her. He was like, oh, okay, thank you. But he had some little guy in there, little skateboarder, he gonna have something to say. Getting all in my face. Because I had my vape pen in my hand. You don't come in nobody's business with drugs in your hand. You don't come in nobody's business like that. You better go on, little man. Just mind your business. He said, you came in there minding you. I said, no, I came in there trying to keep the public safe, right? That's why I went in there, to try to keep the public safe. What are you doing? You're going to get beat the fuck up if you don't leave me the hell alone. So then he skated past me and got to the corner and did his vape. I said, nigga, you gonna cry about me having my vape in my hand and you smoking.
And then you go and do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nub says, now what I'm saying is, you know that I'm right. And that's why you don't play around with me specifically.
That's right. Because you be right all the time, Nubs. See? Yeah, Nubs. Listen, I listens to you, buddy, because most of the time you are right. So I'm not gonna, if you telling me something that I might need to hear, right? I'm not gonna sit here and say, but you're wrong, Nubs. No, Nubs, you're wrong. No, you're wrong, Nubs. I'm right and you're wrong. I mean, now if I have my opinion, what?
It's kind of like if you have blinders on, how can you see?
And this is what some people do in these YouTube streets. They look.
Yep,
that's all.
Exactly.
That's exactly how they looking, right? They don't know how to look outside of the box. They only looking in this little one box.
I know, Nubs. I can't read right. I can't speak right. But hell, at least I try.
Exactly, Larry.
Oh, there's that word try again, damn it. No, I do. How's that? I do.
Yeah. Nubs, your slave link ain't working right. You ain't coming up here today?
Probably busy.
Yeah, he's always making ends meet. I'm gonna be busy the next month. Man.
Don't be talking that meat shit again. You know what's gonna happen? You say meat 3 times and we're gonna be hurting.
See, you done said it already. Now he's on his way.
No, that's only 2.
You said it 3 times. Hope you said it 3 times.
Oh shit, I'm
fucked. Man, all that crazy stuff, man. I just want to enjoy life, man. I'm not gonna be arguing with nobody about no dumb shit. And then see, that's what they don't understand, right? Why I gotta argue with you? Why do you get off on arguing with somebody? Anybody? Bueller?
That's just a waste of time.
Not if we don't change it, Larry. Like I said, I don't have to allow that behavior in my space.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. It's a waste of your time. If they want to do that, let them do that. I feel there's better things to concentrate on.
Exactly. Than sitting in a bunch of room with sit in a room looking at a bunch of boxes of grown-ass men in their emotions and feelings, because that's what they are.
Oh yeah.
If you crying about another grown man, I'm just saying. Now, calling him out, like Tommy said, calling him out on his shit, that's one thing, right? When you just sitting constantly, oh, he did this, oh, he says this, oh, he says that, oh, he does this, oh, he says that. That's too much energy. You're giving that man too much energy. They give him too much power. And then as soon as he start flexing, then y'all want to say he got an ego, he's sociopath, he this, he that. He's just a man.
He just flips it around. I mean, everything he does, he'll say somebody is doing ego, but then he'll turn around and do the same shit. That's what I'm saying. He's just a walking contradiction.
It's the YouTube streets. Tommy, who gonna change
No,
them?
it's just young guys that haven't fucking figured themselves out, have no fucking integrity or honor.
Yeah, hey, but that's still what I'm saying. It's the YouTube, right? If he was
No.
in your real life, if he was in your real life and he was your boy, then I could see you, you know, kind of like holding him accountable, you know what I mean? But he in these YouTube streets, man, who fuck cares, really?
No, you should always hold people accountable. That's what
Not if
accountability
they,
is.
not if they not serving no purpose to me, Tommy. Right?
Yeah,
They
I
don't.
mean, you're gonna head back down the I don't give a fuck road. I mean, you can take anything now. I don't give a fuck at any moment, you know.
And that's not, listen, that's not trying to be disrespectful to anybody when I say I don't give a fuck. It just means that it don't apply to me. Like somebody else's behavior, how somebody else acts, I don't really give a fuck about it. Long as you don't treat me that way, right? Long as I get what I'm supposed to get, my respect, what I need, right? I don't care about what they do to other people. Right? As long as you don't do it to me. When you come with me, just like he came up on that panel yesterday, he ain't come saying, well, Slide Shy, where you been? You ain't been in my shit. Da, 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 da. He ain't do none of that. He ain't do none of that. You hear me? He talked to me. I mean, he talked on the panel. Even when I left, he even, you know, said, I love you, Slide. See you later, whatever. Thanks for, you know, whatever. You know, that's how I want to be treated in these YouTube streets, because that's how I conduct myself, right? You don't have to try to get a rouse out of me to see how I react, because then you're going to say, oh, that's an angry nigger. Oh, I know all black women are angry. They get upset. They Nah, you only get upset when you push my buttons. When you know what I mean? And yes, I got buttons that you can push. Right, and if I don't, you know, if I don't fight that, then y'all just can walk all over me. I gotta fight that. Gotta fight that. Kidding me? Right, Larry? If you don't fight back, you let people walk all over you.
Yep.
And I only hold people accountable, Tommy. I would only hold somebody accountable. Like if you came in, like say if me and you was talking, right? A lot. You know, you was my boy, me and you talk a lot, and then you get up on these YouTube streets and you start saying the opposite of what me and you talk about. Then I call you out. Cause I'm like, hey, that's not what we discussed. Now you saying that kind of different now. Cause I did it to Moose. You know, I caught Moose said something a little different than what he told me. And I was like, oh, wait.
I can't believe how bad. I didn't know how much he had been effing up until that thing with Lauren.
And I ain't even see that yet.
Oh man, it was nuts. Like apparently he had went to Lauren about some kind of Paul stuff, and when he was supposed to be the guest on her show, he like threw Talcott in and backed out on her without telling her. He just like didn't say he wasn't going to be there, and he didn't show up, but left Talcott in his place. And there was all kinds of stuff that came out I didn't know he was up to compared to what I was trying to talk to him about.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, and that's what I said. Like he got, you know, certain people, he kind of befriended certain people so we can kind of like, you know, oh, poor Moosey, right?
Yeah, and then he was heading right back over to Paul again to try and get that stuff going again after all this. And so I'm like, what are you doing, man?
Hey, he said it's fun. It's being funny.
Yeah, but he's not being a man.
Nope. It's not to me. You know what I mean? I just don't
He's
see it.
not doing. He's not doing what he said he wanted to do. Not what
Nope.
we said he wanted to do. What he told
He
us he
said
wanted to do.
exactly, Larry. He told us. We didn't tell him. He told us that this is what he was going to do, and yeah, he wants to get better, and he wants to be a better man, and he wants to be a better family man, and he's going to start doing this, and he's going to start doing that, and I appreciate and love y'all for giving me telling me these things. Then he went and threw me under the fucking bus.
You
Did you hear the backup, Bill?
No.
I guess your face is saying you didn't understand that. Okay, you said he ran you over with the bus, right?
Yeah.
So then,
No,
if you hear
no,
the
he didn't. No, he threw me on the tracks. He didn't run me over. He threw me on the tracks.
well, okay.
Yeah. He
What
could
I was
see.
what I was meaning is like when a bus runs over you, if you hear the backup bell, you know, beep beep
Beep,
beep
beep,
beep.
beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep. No, Larry, I ain't give him a chance to back the bus up and roll over
I
me.
knew
Nope,
you didn't. That's why I said it.
nope, he ain't get that chance, man. And Benton ain't getting that chance either. Benton hit me with that Mack truck this morning, right? He ain't get the roll backwards. That's for damn sure.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Look, they don't understand. I am cut from a different cloth. I don't put up with nonsense, man. I apologize, Larry. I'm
Hey,
in
you
rare.
have nothing to apologize about. If I didn't
I'm
want to
in.
hear it, I would tell you I didn't want to hear it, and I'd kick your ass out, right? No, you know I wouldn't do that shit.
Just like when I went up on Benton's channel a couple of times, he had me sitting in the basement for a minute because at certain times he want to talk to certain people, right? And I say, well, shit, I ain't gotta sit in the basement. I'll come back when you ready
Yeah,
for me. You know what
when
I
you're
mean?
ready for me.
Yeah. I would sit in the basement and fuck out of here. Who do y'all think I am? Wait, let me get in the light. Let me get in the light so y'all can see me. Do I look like somebody that should be treated like what? Like I'm down here? That ain't gonna happen. I'm up here. I'm 5'2". I'm up here.
There you go.
I ain't let nobody treat me like that, man. And one thing I could say, Paul has never ever disrespected me. Never. Never. Because he spazzed out about the word peeps. That was my.
Oh, Nubs is giving you shit. He says you're really short.
Shut up, Nubs. Yes, I am short. I can't keep this camera right, man. Look, I'm trying to keep it right, but I don't know how to keep it.
That's the problem. You got to keep it left, not right. Damn it.
Oh, I got it on the left. That's what it is. It is on the left. Man, I think I need to roll a L now to calm down.
That's what I tell everybody when they say, "Oh, you're right," and I say, I'm all left."
Yeah. So what's going on now? How's Anna?
Doing awesome.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Man, I let these YouTube streets get me all worked up, man. I tell you. All right, I'll be right back.
Holy shit.
I'm back.
You
Hello?
back, huh?
I'm back.
All right, good job.
Oh,
Will she drop out?
Yeah, I think she pushed the wrong button.
I pushed the back button.
That's what I said. I said, I bet you she pushed the wrong button. I think
Yep,
that
yep.
damn back button's way too close to the other shit, though.
That's because I don't be paying attention what the hell I'm doing, Larry.
Well, for me, what I'm saying is that back button's too close to the mute.
You got big fingers. No, mine is on the other end.
Oh, really?
Yeah, mine is on the right. I got the phone where the back button is on the right, but what I was doing, I don't know what I did. I just pushed the back button. I can't tell you what I did.
That's the funny shit.
I'm not look, I'm still trying to get this camera right. But I'm just not all the way. I haven't smoked this morning yet. I've only had my coffee and smoked my cigarette. I really didn't enjoy my coffee because I was thinking too damn much, trying to make a video, and I couldn't make the video. So
You got any plans for today, Shy?
I should be doing my laundry today because it's going to be nice, but I also have to go to the market. So I might go to the market and go to the laundry tomorrow because I don't like going to the laundromat on Mondays because they don't clean out the lint, John. They don't get the lint out the tray.
Yeah.
They want to make money Monday. They want to make, all right, so say if it's busy over the weekend, right? Then people
Yeah.
come Monday. They want to get some extra money until Wednesday. Wednesday is when they clean the drawers out.
Yeah, so it takes longer to dry your clothes, so then they can make more money. Yep.
You know what don't dry? The jeans and the towels. Because it's
Yep.
nothing sucking the water out because the vet is full.
Right.
So I say, I put 8 quarters in here, they still not dry. She said, oh, could they towel? Huh? I ain't never had to play, you know what I mean? Like if you clean the drawer out, it'll dry.
Exactly. If it can breathe, it can put some heat out if it breathes. If it can't breathe, it ain't gonna put no fucking heat out.
Thank you, Larry. People don't think that I'm supposed to know these kind of things, right? You know, when I tell could you clean the lint drawer out, please? Oh no. Look, one laundry guy. I said, my stuff is not drying. The lint drawer is dirty. He pulled it out halfway and it was clean. I said, yo, pull that drawer all the way out. All this lint and shit was all the way in the back of the Zen, in the back of the tray. So he only pulls it out where I can see just the clean part.
Right.
I was stupid. I said, yo, pull that drawer all the way out. He pulled it out. I said, get that stuff out of there, man, so my clothes gonna dry. He was mad at me. And you remember back in the day, they used to have you could pull it out yourself and clean the lint thing off your stuff.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, back in the day, you could pull the lint drawer out and take the lint off yourself. But they figured out that if the lint drawer is full, thing is full, the screen is full, then they're going to spend more money trying to get their clothes clean. I mean, dry.
Right. So Nubs is giving you some more shit. He's like, why you even using a dryer. You hang that shit up. You're from the hood. You know how to do it. You got jeans and stuff like that.
All right, Nubs, I got a rebuttal. I got a rebuttal. I live in the hood. You said that shit right? And I got trees all in my damn backyard, right? Not my trees, they somebody else's trees, but all that stuff is all over my yard, right? And I put my clothes out there, and I come back with the plant, another pandemic.
Well, or even worse than that, you hang your shit up and you go out to get it and it gone.
Well, no, not in my crib. In some other neighborhoods, but not in my crib. Because I put my water on the porch yesterday, right? I bought a couple of cases of water, so I leave them on the porch. So the person that drove me to the store, he said, "Why leave them on the porch? Somebody gonna steal them." I said, "Not my porch, they ain't." I'm sorry.
They'll find my Louisville Slugger real quick, huh?
Yes, but not only I got cameras, so and then too, right? Somebody stole my weed whacker off my porch one time. Came up in a little cutty corner and took my weed whacker, right? So I'm mad as hell. I'm walking down the street, so I see my neighbor. I said, "Man, would you believe somebody came up on my porch in the little cut and took my weed whacker?" He said,
"Oh shit! Now she frozen."
Huh. I saw this awesome fucking surveillance footage of a guy that stole these people's lawnmower, but the footage shows that before he left, he mowed their front and back lawn, and then he stole their lawnmower. I'm like, that's my dude, man.
"Yo, you say he did the job and then stole the shit?"
Yeah, like he was there to steal their lawnmower, but he went ahead and did both lawns before he left with it.
Well, that was good. At least he
Yeah.
ain't leave them hanging. But yeah, so my neighbor said, "Is that it?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "How'd you get it?" He said, some fool was walking down the street talking about you want to buy it. He said, "I gave him $5." I said, "Thank you, man. Thank you." So now it's locked up on my porch. But I got a lot of stuff on my porch, man. Nobody come up on my porch messing with nothing no more. He told me, he said, "Oh, I know who it is too. Don't worry. They won't never take nothing off your porch again." I said, "Okay." A few days later, he said, "Yeah, I seen that nigger that took your weed whacker. Trust me, he ain't coming back." I said, "You didn't kill him." I said, "You didn't kill him, did you?" He said, "Nah." He said, no body bags."
He might not be walking too well, but I didn't kill him.
Yes. Damn it. Shh. Oh no, I can't say that. I was going to say something now. I want to get people's feathers ruffled early in the morning. No, but I mean, Tommy, though, for real, I really like talking to Paul, right? If like he really, when he starts being serious about things, I really enjoy him.
Yeah, I used to like talking to him. I don't know what his deal is these days.
He's mixed up in the YouTube streets, Tommy. That's all it is. People
Nah,
are giving.
I don't have a
don't-
problem with the YouTube streets. That's not an excuse.
Well, I mean, people have put him up on a pedestal.
I know that. You sat here and
got
talked about him half the morning.
Huh?
So you've been sitting here talking about him half the morning. I know people put him up on a pedestal, but that's like that time I was giving him shit. I was like, anything he teaches about common law and court, that's all over YouTube. Like, he's definitely not required for that. He's got his own way about it, but if somebody just wants to know common law and how to do stuff in court, that's all over YouTube.
That's not what attracted me to him. I know I've been,
Yeah, but
I've
I
been
mean,
in
just
these.
whenever he was acting like he's like the only one doing it, or like one day Z was trying to say they were gonna get like these multi-million-dollar podcasting contracts. I was like, what, for trolling people? For like yelling at people the whole time? Like, is that what's gonna be your claim to fame?
Well, that's what Benton did this morning. That's what Benton thinks. That's what his podcast is about, his truth or
Yeah,
what he
but
wants to
that's
talk
why
about.
that's why I'm into calling it Zoom calls, because we need to be real about it. It's like a lot of these people are just doing Zoom calls, and there's nothing wrong with that.
They're
But
not
just
Zoom calls. Why do y'all call them Zoom calls? I heard you saying
because
that last week.
it's a public Zoom call. This is what we're doing. This is how kids went to fucking school over COVID and shit, you know?
But it wasn't a Zoom call. It was.
Yeah,
It's we
you
on a
ain't doing no you ain't got a production fucking.
we're on a platform. It's not a call. That's what I was trying to say. It's just not a call. We on a platform. We on a video. We on a screen. Not a
That's what
call.
Zoom calls are. But it's
All right.
like everybody that has a laptop and headphones can say they're a DJ. That doesn't mean they do it well, you know?
True that. True that. But that's where you come with free will, right? You think for yourself and you follow who you want to follow, and you pick which ones you like. I like Paul. You know what I mean? I like
Well, that's what I'm saying.
okay.
Okay,
All
so
right,
when
how about
when
this?
he shows up at somebody's Zoom call talking about they got no views and they're boring, it's like, dude, they were just minding their own business, and he pops in and starts talking that shit, you know?
And I'm gonna rebut that too, Tommy. I've been watching for the past 3 weeks, right? And what has been happening is on these other platforms, they have been making Paul relevant. The reason why they've been making Paul relevant is because they want the camaraderie, they want the action, they want the drama, they want the show, they want the entertainment, right? So everybody is, saying little shit because they know he's going to respond. They know he's going to come to their channel. So they say little
No,
shit because
that's not
they
it at
know
all,
that
man. A lot of
they
them
gonna
don't
get.
want him.
You said a lot of them don't.
Yeah, that's what the whole issue was. Like,
That's what they keep saying. But why they keep letting them back in? They keep saying it, but they keep letting them back in. They keep saying it, but they keep talking shit about them. Right? Stop talking shit about him, then he won't come back. See, I talk
that's
about him
why
and I don't talk
I don't
shit
like
about
how
him.
I don't like how many people do this right thing. It's like everybody says their thing and follows it up with right. It's like, no, it's not always right. Like,
Wait, wait,
especially Paul
wait.
does it all the time. It's like, don't get used to thinking you're right just because you said right and nobody stopped you. Like,
No,
I
it's
hate
just
it
a
when people
word.
do that shit.
Listen, I used to say it back in the day, right? I used to say it back in the day, right? But I used to say it all the time back in the day. And one of my friends asked, he says, why do you always say right after you say something? Because that's just my word after I say something, right? You don't have to agree with it. It's just my word that I say. That might not be right, but that's just my word that I say after I finish
That's
something.
that's how what I told my friend that was all hooked on the blues and the heroin and shit. He'd always be like, I got to get right real quick. And I'd be like, well, quit training yourself to think that that's right, you know? Like, don't call it getting right if you want to stop. Like, uh, it's like one step of the brainwashing.
Yeah, kind of, sort of, yeah. I gotta get my mind right. I understand that, and that's for the addicts. You know what I mean? That's what they say. Gotta get my mind right. I gotta get this, get this in me to get right. You know what I mean? That's the way they think.
You know, that's what I was telling him. That's the first step to not thinking like that, is quit saying that's getting right. I mean, say you're gonna get high, but don't call it getting right.
But why can't he call it getting right?
if he wanted to stop, which he did at the time, it would have been one of the steps, you know.
Okay. I feel you on that. Yeah, because you
But yeah, I
can't
say
say
the same
I
thing to
want to
Paul,
stop.
and it's like, don't tell me I had a problem with Breaking Bad if I'm not saying I did. Like, I'd never been addicted to anything. I either did it or I didn't.
Mhm. Yeah, just like look, they and now I know where Yurt got that from. Yesterday I had went on just so happened came in the door bringing my groceries in, and Yurt was on, and somebody was sitting there calling me a crackhead, and I wasn't even there. So I had to go up and straighten that out. But what they missed is, yes, I did have a drug addiction and all that. I got out before the crack scene really kicked in, right? I got out. I only smoked crack maybe one time, and then I got out because I didn't want to die, right? But they might have heard me say, I got people in these YouTube streets that have called me a crackhead and went in other people's chats and shit, talking about Sly Shy fake, she a crackhead, she this, she that, she other, right? And then when JG said it yesterday, I said, yo, be careful with that, because you say that kind of shit and somebody will take and, oh yeah, we knew Sly Shy was a crackhead, we knew it. And then some all this drama bullshit will start about me being a crackhead, and I'm not. Never was, right? Never was a crackhead. I got out.
Have you seen the footage of that dude on the subway smoking crack where he's like, oh man! And he like changes position and he fires it up again? It's fucking awesome. I mean, it's crazy that he's sitting in the subway smoking next to people, but
they
he
be
keeps
on the
going, oh man!
He got that hit. He got that right hit.
Right. If I find it, we can play it, right? I just drop it in the private chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say. Oh yeah, Tommy, they be like the addiction, that fentanyl, I mean that heroin, whatever, that addiction is crazy, man. People be on the train shooting up and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy
we got it like that here in Denver too.
Yeah.
Like I saw this couple, they were probably like mid-20s. They were faded as fuck, just dozing off together. But like right when we got to their stop, it's like their eyes shot open and they knew we were at their stop and they got off the bus. I was like, how'd they know? How'd they know we were at their stop?
Because it's just the lean. That's all it is. It's just the lean. I mean, if you knew about the lean, that's what it is. It's just the lean. It don't really take them out of their, like out of their thoughts, mind, or whatever. It's just the lean. It's just the feeling. They feel that whatever it is makes them lean. My mother used to lean. I hated it. We on the bus and she nodding. She all the way down in her damn lap. I mean, like, yo, I mean, I'm a little kid on the bus with my mom. She nodding her head all in her lap. I used to hunch her like this. Wake up, Mary. And I'm a little kid, right? And I'm telling my mother to stop nodding because she was embarrassing me. The people don't care these days. I was watching a video this morning, Tommy. Dude was, I mean, yo. I'm gonna put it up and put it in the chat so y'all can check it out. Yo, this dude was woo-wee. And that's what they called it. They called it the woo-wee.
I found this shit.
Silly ass Benton still live talking to herself.
That's what kills me. That's what kills me. They went and legalized these drugs, but then they just allow them to do whatever they want fucking anywhere. I've watched cops sit there and watch people shoot up.
Well, my thing is, like, if you can do drugs without violence or thieving for it, I don't see the problem either, because when I was doing meth, I was getting like raises as a project manager, and it was like improving my life when I was doing meth. And if the only way you could tell I was doing meth was to make me piss in a cup, I don't see what the problem was, you know?
Well, no, I understand that. What I'm saying is, I find people behind my fence shooting up, and I tell them take it down the block because I got kids that live 2 houses down. Kids don't need to be seeing that shit.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hit that link in the private chat. It should play this short of this dude. Oh, man!
I got one too that I want to show y'all.
All right, who's oh wait, do you know whose video this is, Tommy? We got to promote it so I don't get striked.
It's just a short on YouTube. It's the very, like, it should say while it's playing, whoever's it is. But it went around on a bunch of different channels. It's not really something you gotta give credit for.
It says New York openly smoking crack on the subway allegedly.
It's just funny because he's like, "Oh man!" and then he like moves over and keeps hitting it.
All right, here we go.
Check him out, y'all. He having the time of his life. Nah, never. He got the.
So he just moves to the other door.
As the eye cover for when you go to sleep.
Wait, and it's
He's got that mask up on his forehead.
That's what I was getting ready to say, Tommy. He don't got it on his chin. He got it on his forehead. He catching that sweat from that hit he about to
He
get.
having the time of his life.
Oh man!
Nah, never. He got the COVID mask as the eye cover for when you go to sleep. I'm out of here.
Well, Sly, you can't smoke your crack if you got your mask on. What the hell you thinking, girl?
Listen, wait. I think my first good hit, Tommy. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think my first good hit. I think I might have said ooh wee, oh wee. I might have done that too. Cause see, I started out shooting, right, Tommy? I started out shooting speed, shooting coke, right? But then
I got all kinds of dead friends from that.
Yeah. Man, listen, that's why I had to get out, man. I ain't want to die.
Yeah.
But,
I remember the first time when I freebased coke. I thought I found God until I thought, wait a minute, I could die.
Larry, that's what I'm talking about. My first freebase for my first hit, and it was coke. We didn't, we used baking soda and coke back then. We didn't do no chemical shit, right? It was straight fish scales and baking soda. I'm not glamorizing it for all you recovering addicts out there. I'm sorry. I'm not glamorizing how it was. I'm just remembering that, that's how it used to be. But yeah, we used to have the straight up stuff, man. I ain't messing with no crack. Are you kidding me? And that first hit, when I took that first hit on that pipe thingy, because we smoked pipe, we ain't had no straight shooters. Straight shooters is for crackheads.
Right.
We had the little glass pipe with the screens and shit. Yeah. That's how we got down. Thank God I don't do that shit no more.
Yeah, I started when I was tooting it. I had no problem controlling it and everything like that. But then my damn nose started getting fucked up, and then they started smoking that shit. And I thought, I'll try this shit or whatever. And then, like I said, that first hit, I thought I found God. And then, however long later, I was doing my shit, and I thought I could fucking die right now. And I literally saw my kids in my mind coming down and finding me dead and finding all these drugs in this pipe and shit. I said, fuck that. I threw that pipe away that night and I never did that shit again.
That's good, man. That's really good. So you only had a one-time experience?
Well, I did it for, I don't know, 3-6 months, maybe at the very most. But you know what I'm saying? I got that hellacious hit. And I'm like, whoo, doggies, you know. And then I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, I could fucking die right now. And I did. I imagined my kids coming down and knocking on my door and daddy, 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 you know. And then they fucking break the door down and find me laying on the ground. I mean, none of this happened, but I saw it in my head, you know.
Damn, you saw all of that? Your life flashed before your eyes on your first hit?
Well, no, it wasn't my first hit, but
No,
it was a hell of a hit. I know that.
Go with the bit, Larry. Go with the bit.
My brain ain't working right.
Look, Larry said he got his first hit and he seen his life flash before his eyes.
That's one of the reasons why I know I could quit smoking cigarettes, because you know that shit had a hang on me. It fucking had a hook in me hard, and I just said, fuck that. I don't want my kids finding me dead.
So you're saying that smoking it, you were smoking coke, not crack, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you're saying smoking cocaine made you realize that you didn't want to die.
Correct.
Or you didn't want that to kill you.
I didn't want my kids finding me like that with all those drugs.
So it's not that you didn't want. Wait, I'm not laughing at you. I'm messing with you.
No, I understand.
It's not that you didn't want you. It's not that you didn't want to die. I mean, it's not that you thought, you know, you might have killed yourself. Really, you didn't want your kids to find you dead off of smoking some damn cocaine. That's what it was.
You know, whenever people on Paul's show were talking about like when they've been suicidal, the closest I ever came to suicidal was like, yeah, the next kid that's standing out in the road when a bus is coming, I'm going to plow that fucker out of the way. Or if I come across a burning building, I'm going to see how many people I can pull out. But I've never wanted to like eat a bullet or hang myself or anything. I've just thought, well, I'll chuck it away if it can save somebody.
But that's a different outlook though, Tommy, because if you would risk your life to save another, that's honorable.
Right, but whenever I was feeling suicidal, it was like I was looking for it, you know? And then, like, you know how on, what's the one where Will Smith was like the superhero?
Hancock?
Yeah, whenever they're like, well, why didn't you just fly up with the car? Why didn't you do it like this? Like, I would have, like, offed myself too easy. Like, maybe I would have had time to get out of the way of the bus, too, and I just pushed the kid and just stood there.
Okay, I got you.
That's what kind of head I was in. But, yeah, I'd never do it myself. Feel like
so you're saying I had the thought, and if the bus was coming and the kid was there, I'd push the kid and let the bus hit me.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I was depressed about back then, but it was still like, well, I'm still not going to off myself, but I'll be on the lookout for how I can conveniently trade.
Look, how you can do it and it won't be on your conscience, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel you. Shit, I had a couple of suicidal episodes, man, over stupid shit too, Tommy.
It usually is.
One time I got my hair done, right? My friend did the S curl or whatever. One part of my hair up top here didn't curl. I was so messed up about that. I wanted to jump in front of the train because my hair wasn't right.
Oh my God.
I like that Bill Burr stand-up where it's like, he only gets suicidal when he's trying to think of how to get out of like going to see his in-laws on a holiday. He starts thinking, maybe I could
Damn.
just run the car off the bridge. But yeah, it's some funny shit.
Damn, just the you look getting out and seeing the in-laws. I jumped to my death.
You know, still very funny, man.
That's some crazy ass shit.
Well, and that's
Okay.
why psycho assholes rule the world, because nice people don't want to kill them because they'd have the guilt of killing them. But since you don't want to kill them, they don't have a problem making the decisions they do as psycho assholes that run the world.
That's true. Well, that's why they trying to take the guns, because they know you niggas get ready to start killing people.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't want to leave my house without one now, the way Denver's getting.
They want to take our guns so we won't use it against them.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly
Yeah, but have
what-
you seen Atlas, man? I'm not real excited about having like the robots are gonna be tough, man. Like these dog robots with guns mounted on their backs, or the Atlas robot fucking ripping your throat out. It's gonna be pretty
And
rough if that's what we have to deal with.
you know all of that shit came from the military, right, Tommy?
Well, actually, it's a corporation that makes it, and then if it works out, it goes to the military. But yeah, it's out. One of them's out here. There's Lockheed, and there's DARPA, and I forget the other one.
Oh,
But yeah, they're like,
they named one Loki. They named one Loki.
no, Lockheed Martin.
Oh, I thought
That's
you.
the company that makes military weapons.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I should have bought stock in them because the government backs them, so they'll never go out of business. I should have bought some stock in them.
And now they advertising drones more too. These military drones, they advertising them now for people to buy them.
Well, you can buy them, and it's like, think about it, like Bill Gates or a Ted Turner, they could just make an army of robots if they wanted to, and nothing's stopping them. Like Japan or China had a bunch of those dog robots out telling people to stay inside and shit like that.
I believe
Yeah.
it. Who what I was gonna say? Who votes on this stuff though? Like who approves this stuff? You know what I mean? Like the people don't vote for this stuff. Who
Well,
approves?
you saw all those people come out before against like having autonomous military weaponry, and they'd say the bullshit like, no, we'll never do that. And now they're bringing it out. Now they're working with it. It's like,
Mhm.
what are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do about it? Like there was even a platoon in Afghanistan that said an autonomous drone was pursuing them. And they had to evade it because it was like malfunctioning and pursuing them.
Somebody was chasing their ass. That wasn't no malfunction.
Well, that's the thing. Like the robots can decide for themselves, and they're working their way toward that. But can't tell the difference between a farmer and a Al Qaeda dude if they both have an AK slung over their back, as they have the right to.
Exactly. That robot is going to see a threat no matter what, like RoboCop. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Oh shit.
Well, and that's the thing. Like once they don't need police and they can turn your money off, and they got these robots, it's like everybody's fucked to an extent.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm not fucked. I'm sorry. Just can't own it. I'm not owning. I'm fucked.
I'm just ready to die. I mean, I'm gonna do my.
Yeah. Like that's why I stay safe. You know, like I'm gonna live without living in fear, right? But I'm just not gonna cause any problems for myself.
Here's another one, Larry. Let's watch this one. Hit that one. That's the Atlas gets a grip. Are you there, Larry?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
So what do you do? Do you just hit it in the chat and it plays? Or do you have to copy it?
I only know how to do it one way. What happens is you post the link, I click on the link and another browser pops up, and then it will show up in my thing, and I just hit that and it'll play. That's the only way I know how to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a better laptop next time I get some stock market squeezies and try and do some of this stuff. Go full screen there.
Tools again.
If you can.
Wait a minute. Hang on. Oh, shit. My computer's screwing up.
You sure?
All right. Here we go.
Yeah, I think it's screwing up. Click that bar there at the bottom. Click it back to start over. It might fix it.
Hey, you guys, I might end up. My computer's freaking out, so if I leave, you'll know what happened.
Okay. Well, we're still good. It's just your video.
What
Yeah,
I'm
try and
saying is
start
my screen is flickering and everything too.
Yeah, we
Oh,
hear
okay.
you.
I got you.
See if it fixes it to start it over, though.
Forgot my tools again.
Now look at this thing, man. It's come a long way in just like 2 or 3 years.
No, it gets to that point and then it messes up.
That's all right. That thing will like be coming through your door. Fucking thing will rip your arm off. You can do backflips and shit.
Hey, why don't you guys hang out for a minute? I'm gonna try to reboot my computer and I'll see if that helps.
I'm gonna
So,
take my dog out too.
All right, Larry, go do what you got to do and just come back.
That's what I said. Hang out for a minute. I'm gonna reboot.
You want me to stay here or go?
Yeah. No, stay here.
Okay.
All right, I'm back. Hey, Erm, how you doing this morning? You're muted, Sly.
All right, so here we go with I found a video of a young black gentleman traveling, not driving.
Right.
You hear me?
Yeah.
He traveling. He ain't driving. If I put it in the chat, can you pull it up from the chat?
No, you have to do it to private.
Oh, okay.
I'll give it to the supervisor.
Well, I can't do it from here. Yeah. All right, Larry, let me see if I can get this video. Okay, I'll be right back.
All right. So how you doing this morning, Erm? Good to see you, man.
Nope, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Larry, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on mute. No, I can't. Wait.
I might be able to click on it if I go to YouTube. I know I can't click on it in here though.
Yeah, see, that's where I cause I'm on this phone, right? So I gotta send it through YouTube. Cause I don't, you know,
Go
I'm
ahead
not
and
too.
try posting it in the chat, then I'll go to YouTube and see if I can click on it.
Okay. You know, I'm not too savvy, too computer savvy, Larry.
We'll get you.
Copy link. Okay, now I'm gonna go to Larry's and put it in there. Copy link. Okay, now I'm gonna go to Larry's. All right, it's in the chat, Larry.
All right.
Morning, Ern. All right, it's in the chat, Larry. I'm sorry, Larry. And I thank you for the thumbnail. You hear me?
Yeah.
I thank you for the thumbnail.
That did work, so that's good to know.
Okay, it did work good. Now this young man, that's a short, I believe. Yeah, that's a short.
All right, it says Moores versus Police, Part 1, no driver's license, right to travel, and it's RNG RAHCO. Is that how you say that? RAHCO.
Just tell him to like, share, and subscribe to his channel.
Like, share, and subscribe to RNG. All right, here we go.
How you doing?
And the reason
No, I don't.
what's that?
I don't.
It's just your tints, man. Your tints are far too dark, and you got tints on the front windshield. You're not allowed to do that.
All right, I get that. I get that
Are
situated.
you the registered owner?
I get that situated.
Are you the registered owner of the car?
May I speak to a supervisor?
You want to speak to a supervisor in
Yes.
reference to what?
I just want to speak to a supervisor.
In reference to? I mean, I can get a supervisor out here. I just need to let them know what you're calling them out here for. You know what I mean?
Because I had these papers right here.
Okay.
So I'll get the tint took off.
Okay.
But if it's a problem, then I would like to speak to a supervisor.
What do you mean if it's a problem? Like if it's illegal?
No, like I know that it's not illegal because I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
Okay.
But I'm saying
You're
so if
operating a
that's
motor vehicle. I mean, we can agree on that.
so I'm just saying if that's a problem, then I would like to speak to a supervisor.
Okay, I understand that. I'll
Pause it for a second, Larry.
Okay. You got your license or any sort of identification with you?
No.
You don't have.
Now you see what the cop tried to do. The cop tried to get him to admit, right? By asking him the question that way and say, "Would you agree?" He was hoping he said yeah, but he knew not to say yeah. I don't answer questions.
Exactly.
Can I speak to a supervisor? Go ahead, man.
Have any sort of identification?
No.
Do you have a Maryland driver's license?
I don't have a driver's license because I'm not driving it.
I know, I understand that, but you know you're operating a motor vehicle. You and I can agree on that.
Nope.
You say that you're traveling. I say you're driving. We can agree on the grounds that you're operating a motor vehicle. Yes. You're currently in Baltimore County.
Can I speak to a supervisor?
I'm gonna get a super. I'm just explaining all of this out to you. I see you got your video started. I want to give you the best explanation that I can. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you and I can meet on the common grounds that you're operating a motor vehicle on Baltimore County roads in the state of Maryland. Yes, we agree on that. You're not driving. You're traveling.
I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with?
I agree that I'm traveling.
You're traveling on Baltimore County roads in a motor vehicle that you're operating.
Can I speak to a supervisor?
Like I said, I'm gonna get one started out here. No big deal. All right.
Larry, I love this face though. He looked at him. He said,
"I am eBay."
Can I speak to the supervisor?
Are you the registered owner?
What's that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I like how he looked at him though. Like, yo, you asking me questions, man. Did you hear me say, can I speak to a supervisor? Like, you keep asking me questions, man. Can I speak to a supervisor?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I am eBay.
No, I understand that. Is this your vehicle, or did you steal it? You borrow it?
Yeah.
I would like. Can I speak to a supervisor?
Like I said, I'm gonna get one started out here. No big deal. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You have insurance for the vehicle?
Can I please speak to a supervisor?
I'm gonna get one started out here. Like I said, no big deal. All right.
All right. Thank you.
You mind if I look over this stuff?
Do you know where where this is?
No, I'm quite sure if you went to his channel though, you probably see it.
All right, I just thought I'd ask.
He has another one. He has a part 2 too. But go ahead, finish this one.
Yeah.
Look over what?
Your paperwork right there. I just want to make sure I don't violate any sort of your code of ethics. All right. You mind if I take it and read it?
Yes, you
Okay.
can read it.
All right. Do I need to read that one as well?
That's an oath to that you guys take as to the
Okay.
office.
Okay.
That's your oath that you take.
Do I need to read that one as well?
This is just the court papers that back it up, but I would like to speak to a supervisor.
Okay. You mind if I read that? I'd like to. I mean, I'd like to understand a little bit more about what you're saying. You know.
Can I speak
I
to
think
a supervisor?
I'm
trying to
gonna-
keep
I'm gonna
his
request
shit.
a super-
I think
Yeah,
he's trying to
could be.
keep his papers.
Could be. Because most of the time they don't even want to acknowledge that shit.
Exactly. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut it off.
You stop being that sorry stuff, damn it.
All right.
supervisor as soon as I go back to my
All right.
vehicle.
Okay.
Like I said, I just want to understand a little bit more. I don't want to violate any sort of your code of ethics or anything like that.
Code of ethics.
Okay, that's how we're gonna do it. I appreciate it. Hang tight for 1 second.
All right.
Yeah. Did you hear him lock his shit up?
Say it again.
He locked his shit up so the cops couldn't get in.
Yeah, because they told him, I think somebody told him roll down his window some.
I didn't hear nothing. I just heard him lock his shit up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Well, I think the next one is they asked him to roll down his window a little.
Yeah.
So. Oh, he got a few videos, yo. Right to travel. Yeah, all his joints is right to travel.
I need to see your driver's license and your insurance, please, so we can talk. Well, I'm letting you know that I'm not here in a commercial capacity. Okay. I'm not carrying people for a fee, and I'm not carrying any cargo for a fee. I'm actually just traveling. Right. So those laws are actually for commercial reasons, not for personal reasons, not for. Okay, sir, I see your driver's license and proof of insurance for you. Okay.
It's a lot of them, maybe.
It's not a crime that's been committed.
How in the hell is he still talking when I'm paused?
That's me.
Okay.
You silly.
Okay. Like, what the fuck? You
I'm
were
sorry.
tripping me out, girl. I'm like, am I fucking loaded or what?
I'm sorry. Freedom from Government. All right, another channel you might want to sub to is Freedom from Government. He does the right to travel as well.
Yeah, I think, is it an older guy, a kind of heavy set?
I think so, yeah. You sub to him already?
I think so. Is that the guy that sells the private plate?
I don't know, probably. But Tommy might like him, because he a gamer.
Yeah.
I don't see his shorts. Okay. Go to shorts. No, that's not him. That's not him. He posted this video.
God.
Don't subscribe to that channel. There's some little boy. Look, don't subscribe. If you a gamer, don't subscribe if you ain't no gamer. Because I don't see that video on his page. Yeah, I don't see that video anywhere. So this is not his channel, Larry. This is somebody else's channel.
All right. Are we gonna? Do you want to finish watching this one?
Sure. Well, we don't. You can fast forward until the cops come back. See if you can fast forward until the cops.
Yeah,
All right.
they're reading that paper.
Right there. Play it right there.
Hey,
He ain't
Antonio,
come back yet. Here he come.
do me a favor and roll down your window so I can speak with you. All right. So here's the deal. I know you have a learner's permit. Okay. You don't have a driver's license. Your name's Antonio Clifford Jackson Jr. Date of birth 9/27/98. You're 5'7", 135. I pulled your picture up.
That's my ex-relation of me.
Okay. Yeah, I put your picture up in the car. So here's the thing. When you went to the MVA to get your learner's permit, you submitted to a whole bunch of rules and regulations to follow. Okay. I'm just letting you know. I know that you're driving without a license. You're driving with a learner's permit. I have a couple options right now. Okay. I can give you a whole bunch of tickets, give you a whole bunch of warnings, or I can make you get out of the car, find another ride, and tow your car because you're driving without a license. That's where we're at right now. So, if you want,
speak to a supervisor.
my supervisor's on the way out here right now.
All right.
Like I said from the very beginning, no big deal. So,
But you see what he doing, Larry?
this is how we're gonna
You
play
see
this.
what he
I'll go
doing
back and
to
I'll
him?
start writing the tickets right now.
Oh yeah, they're playing the same game they always do.
And he going, I could tell you this is how it's going to go. Oh, yeah, my supervisor. Yeah, I did call my supervisor. That's no problem. Well, then why you keep trying to give me directives and explain shit? I don't want to talk to you no more. I want to talk to the supervisor because you're not clearly understanding. You about to violate my human rights.
Right. I gotta address this comment in chat. So why in the hell didn't you get a hold of me and ask me what the fuck was going on?
Who is that, Moose?
Yeah.
I knew it.
I check on you when I'm worried about you. I personally message you. I think I should respect the same in return.
Yup.
I got to listen to this video for a minute because I don't want my blood to get stirred.
you can go ahead and call for a ride because I'm going to tow the car. You're driving without a driver's license. So if you want to keep this charade up, I mean, like I said, I'm cool with towing your car. That doesn't make a difference to me.
You hear him? You hear him?
You got that
That's
all?
some bullshit. If you want to play these games, that's what they always say. If you want to go that route, you know what I mean? Like,
The only one playing games is the one in the clown suit.
exactly, with the badge and the gun.
Yep.
And they expect us to be scared of them when they start throwing that, oh, we're gonna tow your car, we're gonna make you get out your car, we're gonna take your car. So if you don't bow to us, this is what's gonna happen to you.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Theo, I've been nothing but nice to you. I've explained everything to you.
Oh yeah, so nice. Threatening to tow my shit away.
Right, yeah, I've been nice to you. I haven't hollered at you. I ain't snatched you out the car by your hair. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you should be grateful.
Yeah, exactly.
What's it going to be? My supervisor's on his way out here right now. You want me to go start writing the tickets?
I want you to get the supervisor.
He's on his way out here right now.
All right.
All right, but I'm going to be proactive and productive and start writing those tickets for you, all right? Do me
And where the paper that I gave you? Do you guys have it?
that officer has it right there, I believe.
Did you read it?
Yeah, I was reading
That's some funny shit.
through it.
All right.
Here's my supervisor rolling up right now.
All right.
So it would probably be in your best interest. I know you got your video up and you want to keep that going, but you're going to have to make a phone call. I saw, your zip code's 21216. That's not close, so you're probably gonna call somebody to give you a ride, okay? All right, I'll be right back.
He mad. He ain't answer none of his questions. He ain't agree to shit.
Yep.
Oh, give it to the supervisor.
I'm gonna put the other one in the chat, right?
Yep.
Part 2.
I was reading. It's very informative.
I put the other one in too.
I think that's about it for this one.
Huh?
I said I think that's about it for this one.
Okay, yeah. Play part 2 if you can.
All right, give me a second. I gotta roll a cigarette.
Okay, take your time. I gotta run too, so I'll be right back.
All right, girl. And Moose, 2 days isn't that long. All I'm saying, dude, is it seems like, if you're concerned, it only takes 2 seconds to say, hey, are you okay? Well, I hope you guys have a good, safe travel.
Larry,
Yes, ma'am.
what I've noticed though, everybody don't know how to be a true friend. You hear me?
Yeah.
Everybody don't know how to be a true friend. Everybody don't care about other people. When they doing what they want to do, it ain't about you. It's about them. You know what I mean? See, me myself, if I missed you, I'm gonna hit you up. When I missed Moose, I hit him up. I ain't going to YouTube streets and say, hey Moose, why you ain't get back to me? I hit him up in private. So anyway, did you get this? Did you get the other one?
Yeah, hang on a minute. I'm moving a little slow here.
Take your time, man. I ain't in no hurry. Listen. I miss you. I came to hang out with you for a little bit.
I know. I'm just letting you know where I'm at.
Shit, I went to go hang out with Benton, but I guess he didn't want no company. He chased me away real quick. Like, nigga, you ain't even had to let me up. You know what I mean? You could have just kept it pushing. You let me up just to try to humiliate me. Fuck out of here, yo. You ain't even had. And you can put it on 1.5 if you want.
Do what?
You can put it on 1.5 speed.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be nice outside today. It's a little chilly right now. Lou sent me a message, I bet you. Oh no, that's not. That's you. Oh, that's right. The day is a holiday.
What holiday is
Presidents.
Shows you how in tune I am with shit.
Well, shit. Listen. Every month there's a holiday. If it's left up to the government, it's a holiday every month. They want every time. Look, every month you make that money, they gonna find a way for you to give it back. Look, you worked all month. Here come a holiday. Furniture on sale, mattresses is on sale, cars are on sale. Oh shit. You got it on 5x5? I mean 5.1.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
125.
What's up, buddy?
Okay.
Are you the supervisor?
Nope. Why don't you just give him your license and ID and cut the crap? That way you can be on your way.
Because
listen, I don't want to hear all the mumbo jumbo.
Okay?
All right. He's getting ready to walk up, but he's going to tell you the same thing.
All right, I would like to.
That's how they talk to us.
Your ID or your license?
I don't have that.
You don't have it on you at all?
Yeah, it's just bullshit.
I don't have that.
You don't have any identification on you? Huh? You don't have any ID?
I would like to speak to a supervisor.
Do you have ID on you? They're going to ask you the same thing. So he just cuts the chase, and you can be on your way, right? You're being audio and video recorded too, just so you know.
I know. So are you guys.
Excellent.
And can I have your badge number?
Nope.
I can't have your badge number.
There's no reason for you to have it.
So it's
Oh
not
my
you guys
God.
that have my
What the
identification.
fuck?
There is.
No.
So he can ID you based.
What the fuck?
He's a black young man, and they want to escalate. You hear me? He's a black young man. And they want to escalate.
Yeah.
And that's sad how they do them. That's how they do them. They catch them young, profile them, then try to escalate shit so they can get smart with him or whatever. And then he want to snatch him out the car and violate his rights, cuff him, put him in the torture cuffs.
Yeah, sad.
The right to travel, right here.
You on the traffic stop.
The right.
Hang on. Don't forget to like, subscribe to RNG. Like, subscribe, and tell
And
them
share.
Dirty,
And share.
and tell them
And
Dirty
tell 'em-
Larry sent them.
There you go, Larry. There you go, Larry. Yes. I'm proud of you, man.
To travel, the right to mode of conveyance.
Where'd you get that piece of
The
paper?
right is you take an oath to a Constitution.
Oh, okay.
I just gave him the paper.
You printed
I
that
just
out
gave him the
yourself?
paper right there. That's what officers take an oath to. So, can I speak to the supervisor?
He's getting ready to walk up.
All right.
But we have to have a way to ID you.
No,
Right?
I have to have a way to ID you.
And
You
you'll
guys
get,
pulling me
you'll
over.
get the officer's name.
No, can I have your badge
I'm
number?
just trying to help him out, maybe by trying to talk to you before they come up here and things go away that you might not want them to go.
I would like to speak to the supervisor.
That's to push the
So you
fear.
have no
Push
ID
the
on you.
fear.
Do you have an ID on you?
Yeah.
Sure, right there.
What's your badge number?
That's my name right there.
What's your nationality?
That's none of your.
I think that's funny when those cops do that shit and they go, "Oh, you're part of the Right There Club."
business. Do you have ID on you?
So when I identify myself to you guys, it can I
Doesn't
speak to
tell
the
us your
supervisor?
nationality.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It tells you that the ID that you guys are looking for. You think I'm gonna give you guys a corporation?
We just think you're gonna do it what everybody else wants. You
No,
just show
I'm
your ID. That's all we
I'm not
expect.
Right.
because that's what you guys take an oath to. I have my right to
Why are
travel
you the only one that has a problem with this? Why does everybody else?
because everybody else is lacking of knowledge.
Oh, okay. So you're smarter than everybody else.
I'm not
That's why
saying
you
that.
don't
I
want
just
to
want to
say
speak to a
You're
supervisor.
new to this, aren't you?
No.
Because normally guys that have been doing this a while don't need a piece of paper to read from like you.
I mean,
You're new
that's
to
what
it,
you
right?
guys take oath to.
You're new to this, right?
That's what you guys take oath to.
You're new to this, though, right?
No,
The piece of paper you're holding?
No.
You must be. You're a newbie.
no.
The tank fight doesn't want to come up and talk to you if you're not willing to cooperate. But you might have to get out of the
Look,
car.
the
I don't
condescending
have to get out of
attitude.
the car.
If we can't ID you, you might have to. So
It don't fucking matter if he just found this shit out yesterday. What fucking matters is we have fucking rights, freedoms.
Thank you, Larry. You know what I mean?
you don't have anything in the car you shouldn't have, right? Where are you coming from? Work?
I don't answer
School?
questions.
Store? Nowhere?
I
Nowhere.
just want to speak to a supervisor. That's all.
Chilly up in this joint. I gotta put the heat on. I need a sweater. I gotta put a winter coat on. Shit, it's cold.
I know. I just checked my heater again. I'm fucking freezing.
Yeah, it's a little chilly. It's supposed to be 61 today, but it's chilly as shit right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is here. All I know is I'm fucking cold as hell.
I know,
Oh,
man. Look, you see me, right?
And Nub said they talk to me like that too. It has nothing to do with black. It has to do with authority, in his opinion.
Yeah, the reason why I say that, Nubs, is because, like, you know, in the hood, right, they do profile the young black men, and they always think that they are criminals. You know what I mean? Like, just because of the way they look or whatever, they think they criminals. So they, you know, I seen it happen right on my block. I did a video about it. Those 20 cops that was standing in my face, that was because of that young man that they did a traffic stop, but they ended up snatching him out the car and all of this because he asked the question, what are you pulling me over for? And they
Right.
said, "Oh, we'll tell you when you get out the car." You know what I mean?
That's fucked up. And you know, I'm old enough to remember when I was a kid. I honestly remember, you know, people getting shot in the arm and the legs and shit. They shot to
injure you.
To injure, not to kill you. Now they don't do that shit no more. They just, like, you know, oh, he's gonna hurt himself, so we gotta kill him because he might hurt himself. What the fuck?
No, not hurt himself. He might hurt us, so we got to kill him.
Him and us.
Oh wait, after this, right after we finish this, I want to do one of Joe Cool's videos, man. His last video, or I don't know if it was the last one, but this Joe Cool video was good too.
Sure. Yeah, I like Joe Cool.
Oh, are you playing it? Go ahead, play it.
Supervisor.
This
Hey,
is
can I
Mr. Jackson. This is Corporal Sager.
can I have your badge number?
Sure, 5783.
5783.
Yeah, and again, my name is Corporal Sager. You can see it right here.
All right. Can I have that paper that the one of you he has it? That officer has it.
What paper is that?
Is it paper that you guys take an oath to? That officers take an oath to?
Okay, so here's where we are, Mr. Jackson. We positively identified who you are.
But that's not me. That's not me as the flesh.
Right, but that's the name that you had to use to the MBA to get the privilege to drive. Unfortunately, your privilege to drive is not complete because you only have what's called Class C learners. In the state of Maryland, somebody with Class C learners needs to have somebody over a certain age with a valid license in the driver's seat to be able to continue driving. Okay, so I know that you're not the one that came up with these rules, right? You may not have even, you're a younger man, you may not have even voted if somebody came up with them. Okay, but they are the rules that we follow here on Streets Baltimore County.
That you guys follow. They're the rules that you guys that applies to you guys, not me.
Yeah, unfortunately applies to everybody that's traveling on the Baltimore County road.
That's
okay.
I'm traveling.
So I know that you sort of wish that this isn't the case, and it might be through advocacy and through your vote and through your voice, you're able to make changes that you feel would make a better society. But we are currently living and functioning in the society as it stands now.
But those laws doesn't apply to me.
They sure do. Okay, so what we're trying to do is work within those laws to cut you as much of a break as possible. Okay, because I understand if you don't self-identify as Mr. Jackson, if you self-identify as something else, the fact that you're going to receive citations today is really going to jam you up because you'll probably FTA for court and it'll become an issue with a warrant later on. What we're trying to do is keep this.
The biggest thing though is those aren't laws.
Right. What they're saying aren't laws. What they're saying is rules and follow the rules, right? He's following the law.
Yep.
As easy for you as possible. Currently, your car is parked blocking a driveway, which gives us the right to tow it because you're not going to be able to move this car because you don't have a valid license. What I would like to be able to do, with your permission, of course, is I would like to move your car into a valid parking spot. That would be a couple of feet
can
back.
move it up.
Okay? So then from that point on, if you have a valid licensed driver that wants to swing by and drive this car away, the car's great to do so, right? Your license is valid. It's just a license.
I don't have a license.
You don't have a full license.
I don't have a license.
Okay? So I'm willing to work for that because the fact that you're going to receive citations today is already going to be a little bit of a financial burden on you. What I don't want to do is then add an unnecessary tow bill, which until you then decide to take a registration for the vehicle and go pick it up, continues to amass. All right, so I'm trying to figure out what I can do to help you out. They called you out because you wanted to.
Yeah, you are.
Somebody that had a little bit more discretion, a little bit of leverage, and that's why I'm here today.
If you were going to help me out, you wouldn't have pulled me over in the first place.
Or you wouldn't be trying to push all this fear and try to make me scared to bow down to you.
Exactly.
Right of a citizen to travel upon the public highways and to transport one's property thereon. I'm not dealing commerce right now. So I'm not transporting any goods. There's no injured party. I'm being detained.
And like I said, okay, that is the way that you wish that this was going to go. Unfortunately, that is not the rules and the reality in which we function. Okay,
did you get me? It's not the rules and the reality. Fuck the law, not the rules and the reality.
His fucking reality, not ours.
Right.
I know that it's frustrating to have all these police officers around. I know that it's frustrating to be, sitting here parked surrounded by us for as long as you have. And I appreciate that
I'm being detained.
Calm, you're still being rational. Okay, so we're going to try to strike while that iron is hot. Okay, and use that rationality for you to understand this doesn't end.
Can I ask you one question?
Sure, man.
What is your nationality?
I'm a United States citizen.
So a United States citizen cannot, a U.S. citizen cannot enforce law. A U.S. citizen cannot enforce law.
I know that you kind of got that. Now there's a time frame going on. Okay, so what happens is in Baltimore County, there's a number of companies that have contracts in the county.
What the fuck does a time frame got to do with anything?
and see talking about the contract, right?
Oh yeah. Well, you notice when that first he ran his name and he found out he got a fucking permit to drive. He's all like, "Oh, well, you already, contracted with us."
Right. So you got to follow our rules. Since you signed that, got that license, that permit or whatever, you agreed to the rules, the policies and codes.
Right.
Not the law. You didn't agree to the law. You agreed to let us harass you anytime we want to because you got this piece of paper that says that you know who you are or whatever.
Right.
And their contract states that they are able to arrive on scene anywhere we request a tow within a 15-minute time period. All right. Usually it takes less than that. So I would love to be able to cancel that tow and not have you end up with a tow bill against. Right. So I get it, but your place to make this sort of logistical stand is not here on the street. Right. We at the end of the day are police officers.
So we can take it to court. Yes,
we can. We're arguing are things we can take it to court. And things that get argued in front of the legislature.
All right.
So when Officer Usher brings the citations up, it's going to say, "Here's how you pay it. Here's how you take it to court." If taking it to court is what you desire, perfect. That's well within your rights to do.
All right.
All right. So is there a phone call that we can make somebody to come give you a ride, or are you close enough to take?
You guys can't tow my car.
Well, we can because you can't drive it forward because you don't have the valid license. Okay. And the place that
I'm not driving. I'm traveling.
Over,
okay, traveling.
Is blocking residential driving. So
I can easily travel up right now.
These are the things that are going to become an issue for you. Is that if you move the car right now, right, you're in violation. You're doing this thing in my presence, which is a lot different than the fact that when this officer pulled you over, we hadn't identified you. Now that we know you're not a valid licensed driver,
he hasn't identified himself either.
Okay, I'm trying to help you out. Your place to argue it is in a court of law.
All right, so we can take it there.
Okay, so that's where it will go eventually. But for right now, your car's either getting towed or I'm moving it. Right? I've done as good of a job as I can of explaining. You've done an excellent job of explaining your side.
I seen one the other day. This cop goes to pull somebody over, and the guy's right in the middle of the fucking intersection. And, he can't stop in the fucking middle of the intersection, so he waits till a party can pull over, and the cop goes up there and gets pissed at him because he didn't stop in the fucking middle of the intersection.
I seen that video. He kept saying, why didn't you pull over? He was saying, I was trying to get to a safe place to pull over. I couldn't pull over in the middle of the street.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Right?
The problem being that
what's the problem?
Your side is something that's argued in a court of law or legislature. It's not argued on the street. We are already.
I haven't identified myself as a corporation for you guys to even act on as acting over me as a corporate person. So
before you became enlightened to your current way of thinking, you subscribed to the traditional values and beliefs, and you got your picture taken because you really wanted to drive a car. Okay, that's how we got your picture. That's how we're able to positively identify. So you may have changed.
But I agree to that's me.
But all of that.
I didn't agree to that being me.
Okay, so here's your options: either car gets towed, you get removed from the vehicle to allow for that to happen. You step out of the vehicle.
So you guys are gonna.
That's my twin fucking brother. Damn it.
So your guys are going to verbally come inside of my car without permission, violating you guys' rights on camera. That's what you guys want to do?
And it will be on 8 or 9 cameras. Okay? So I know that you're a rational guy. You want to be able to present your case. I've already informed you that this is not the proper venue to make that case. Right? We have the laws that we function by. You wish to change these things, or you wish to subscribe to your own based on your beliefs. But those are not things that get argued at a street level. These are things that get argued at a level much higher than this. Okay? So you move your car so that we don't have to tow it, because the tow bills start to rack up pretty significantly. All right? And if you really want to go to court, and if you want to get legal representation, all these things cost time and money. So I don't want this to be unnecessarily.
So I can move my car out of the way, right?
We are going to move your car back so it's a legal parking spot. But then you are not able to drive your car away. You have to wait for a licensed driver to have a passenger seat or take over the driver's seat. I get it. I mean, it's frustrating. You're just trying to be heard, but unfortunately, there's only so much wiggle room that we have here. Okay. So what's it going to be? Would you like to get your vehicle towed, or would you like to have some move back?
I'll move it back. I mean, that's like you guys are violating your guys' rights. I mean,
can we clear a spot behind you so we can get moved back?
All right.
Whoever's behind
They violating the honor. They violating the oath that they took to protect
And serve.
Exactly.
Well, the biggest thing is, like I said, when I was a kid, they were actually called peace officers.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. And they pretty much, that's what they did. They kept the peace. But now
they walked the neighborhoods. They talked to the young men they seen out in the street. They might have stopped and shot a couple of hoops at the basketball. You know, they made the elderly feel comfortable because they was out and getting involved, you know, being a part of the neighborhood instead of going against the neighborhood.
Yeah. It made me sick. I can't remember who showed it, but I was watching somebody how they're training these new rookies, and the damn sergeant or whoever was giving a speech about the video or whatever they were watching. They're like, "Yeah, you must be prepared to kill your mother. You must be prepared to kill your son. You must be prepared to kill your grandmother because you're the most important person there is."
Yeah, but Larry, you will never forget that speech, are you? That sent you through a loop, didn't it?
It made me sick.
I know, I hear it. Every time you say that shit, you be like, how disgusting can y'all be?
It's like, what makes the fuck you think your life's more important or more valuable than mine?
The training.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah. But that's how they're trained. They're trained to feel like their life is more important.
How can anybody, though, in their right mind actually think that that's okay?
Because they got to get home to their family. Fuck if you got to get home to yours. They got to get home to theirs. Your family getting home to your family don't matter to them as long as they get home to theirs.
But then again, they don't have a family if they got to be prepared to kill their own wife and kid and grandma.
Half of them, I think, forget they got family.
Exactly. Let me suck on that sergeant's dick.
Right? Go ahead, play it so we can watch Joe Cool's joint.
And I appreciate it, right? I'm trying to help you out as best as I can because I understand that you and I.
Oh yeah, you trying to help me out?
Are sort of never going to have the same philosophical beliefs about that, but I can only enforce what the legislature's telling me to. So that's where we are. All right, see how you have plenty of spot. So Officer Qualhouse is going to make sure you don't bump into a back of a police car by accident. Okay. All right. So go ahead, back up.
I got you.
That's perfect. So thank you. Okay. So like I said, you can't drive. Okay. So are you going to be waiting here for somebody, or are you going to be waiting elsewhere and come back to pick up the car later?
I'm gonna be waiting. Can I have that paper back? Unless you want to keep it because it's good for you. No, actually.
Do you have spare copies? So I'll keep it.
No, I don't have a spare copy, but it's so special that I want you to keep it.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, that's it. I'm done.
Okay. All right. So, Officer Usher is typing up the citations now. He's going to come present them and explain them to you. Okay. From that point, Officer Usher is going to be sitting here waiting for your valid license driver to show up, and as soon as that happens, then we'll be good. You got a good phone number for you?
No, I don't. I don't have it.
They trying to get any information from him they can. They like crackheads.
Yep, the license is like crack. They just they gotta have it. They gotta have it. Oh, I gotta get that license rush.
So how long have you been a true believer here? It's just like within the last year, more than that? As long as you can remember?
Yeah, man. I've been trying to keep it. I gotta go, like, I gotta go.
Let's do that. I apologize, Ms. Jackson. I never got the. What is the name that you would prefer for me to call you, or the name that you identify?
I am eBay. I told him that. I am eBay.
I am eBay. Gotcha.
I am me.
You hear that shit? I am eBay. I am me.
I am what I am, and that's what I am.
That's right. I am me.
Am I being detained?
Yeah, you're receiving the citations from Officer Rush.
I have the right to contract. So, like, what am I signing?
You don't have to sign anything.
Okay.
It's not like it used to be where it was, press hard to make 5
So what am I being detained for? If I'm
receiving
waiting.
these citations, and then you are unfree to leave in this vehicle as the driver. So you have a valid licensed driver in your passenger seat.
Unfree. Oh my God.
Or a valid licensed driver in your driver's seat. They get the one from Ramada, that one we've been looking for?
Yeah.
Good. Good. No, we were worried about it.
You want to know the unit with you?
Yeah. See if you can see Joe Cool's. Oh, there go Paul's video of when he did it. But check and see Joe Cool's video of when he.
How are you? Can I ask?
Okay, we got Joe Cool. Like, subscribe, and share, and tell them that Dirty Larry and Sly Shy 58 sent you.
There you go, Larry.
Yeah, I gotta give my girl credit. She gave it to me, so I gotta let everybody know this is her time to shine too.
Ask you a question. Is it your policy to identify? I just want to. Not a problem. I was trying to ask. Okay. Not a problem. Okay. What the fuck is all this about? She said yes, and you guys got me in like your thugs.
Have a nice day, sir. Appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
My job. Step back.
It's not your job to ask a question. You are a public servant. Is it? I just did. You want me to step back again? What?
What's wrong with you?
What's the fuck wrong with you? I'm fine.
Have a nice day, sir.
I will. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. Is there a reason you're stepping up on me?
Why are you stepping up on me?
I just stepped back. I was over there. You ran your bike on me. Then you hopped off because you're the one being aggressive.
How in the fuck do you step up on somebody when you're standing still?
He rolled up on him, right? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. How in the fuck do you ride up on somebody when you're standing still?
Right.
How in the fuck does that make any sense? They do that shit though every time. They'll come up on you and they'll say, "Well, you what?" I'm like, "Fuck you, dude. I'm standing here. You're the one that came to me."
Right? Like if I'm standing there recording you, right? There's no reason for you to stop what you're doing and come up to me and get in my face and see why am I recording? Go handle your business. Leave me alone. Let me handle mine.
Yep.
When you're supposed to de-escalate, you with all that, do you need help? Did I ask you for help? There's 27 cops on this one corner. Okay. I know how to find help. Is your number still 911? Yeah. I'm good.
I'm good.
That's Joe Cool, man. Listen, you want to learn anything, you want to know anything about how to just stand up to tyranny and corruption? Watch some of these guys' videos, man. Get out the character and watch the message. Look at the message. The message is they don't have dominion over you unless you break the law. Other than that, they can kick rocks. And
That's
just
like
because go ahead, I'm sorry.
that's like I was watching a video the other day. The dude's all like, "Dude, why you treat me like this? You work for me." And the cop's like, "Fuck you. You ain't my fucking boss." And he's like, "Whoa, what's up with the attitude, you know?" And he's all like, "Well, dude, I'm just, telling you that basically I'm your boss because I'm the one that, I'm one of the one that pays your wages partly."
But Larry, this is what I don't understand, right? We take care of them.
Right.
We take care of their families. We take
Yeah.
care of college tuitions. We take care of your car notes. We do, right? Y'all ain't got no tree in the back of the police station and you could pull money off and give it out. We pay that.
Yeah.
We make sure you're happy and comfortable so you could go home to your family. We do that.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how they could be so condescending and so disrespectful to the people that they're supposed to serve.
Nobody matters but them. What
Right.
the hell are you thinking?
Like, what's wrong? What's wrong with me, Larry?
There you go. Oh, that's the problem is you were thinking.
And that's their problem too. They think without being reasonable, right? They don't think reasonably. They think unreasonably first.
It's
right?
more like they act without thinking.
They react, not act. They react. I mean,
yeah.
It's a difference, right?
Oh, yeah.
Action. Hold up 1 second, okay?
No problem. I'll be right back too. Holy fuck.
So Larry, I'm in here with my boy. One of my boys came by, right? So he heard you cough. He was like, "Oh, you got company?" You hear me, Larry?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He heard you cough. He was like, "Oh, you got company? Where you at?"
Hide me in the closet. What do you want? Hey, Sly, I gotta let my dog out. I'll be right back.
Okay, buddy.
Oh, fuck. Damn.
Good morning to the chat again. Can't see you, but good morning.
It's got to be 30 degrees at least out there. Fucking cold as fuck.
Little punk ass Moose talking about I'll come up when Nubs and Mary is there.
Yeah.
He won't come up with me and just me and you. He'll wait until Mary and Nubs come up. Cause he needs somebody to shut me up. That's what it is. Don't be scared, Moose. Don't be scared. I don't play in the mud, Moose. You could come. I'm not gonna play in the mud today. I'll behave. All right, Larry. What's next, Larry? What are we gonna talk about now?
I'm looking to see how fucking cold it is outside.
Okay.
27.
Damn.
Yeah, after I went out and let the dog out, I'm like, I got to make sure I left my water on.
Oh, you forgetting to check the water again?
No, I made sure it is on, but I made sure it was because I don't want to go through that bullshit again.
Right.
That was a 5-hour ordeal.
Yeah. So, all right. So when you take the hose off, do you have a pail big enough to like just put some hot water in and put the hose in it?
All they have to do is leave my hot water dripping, and then it won't freeze.
Yeah, but I'm saying like when it did freeze, right? Or when you ain't gonna do that no more though. We ain't gonna let you do that no more.
There you go. Well, what I have to do is I have to undo my lines from my trailer and then get the ice out of those lines so I can have some water to the trailer.
Right. I've never had that since I've been here. I've never had the pipes freeze up. I'm glad.
Well, all your water pipes are supposed to be, I think it's 18 inches underground.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm talking about, the pipes in the basement.
Right. The problem I have is part of my pipes are underground, but I have probably like 20 feet that's above the ground.
Right.
And and it always freezes right where the lines go up into the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
It always freezes right there.
Does it have an elbow? I mean, like that?
Yeah.
That's what it freezes in that dip.
At the top, yeah, because the water ain't moving.
Right. Yep.
Holy fuck. I'm still cold.
Yeah, I'm warming up. I turned the heat on.
Ooh.
But yeah, Larry, man, I wish more people would understand about standing on your rights and freedom. Standing for your rights and your freedoms. A lot of people don't think that they have the right to be free. Like they think they have to answer to someone. Why, as a grown person, why should I have to answer to someone?
No loss, injury, or harm. What the fuck?
Right. So what should I have to explain to you? Why should I have to explain to you where I'm going, where I'm coming from, when the last time I took a shit? Like, why you need to know all that?
You should say, "You gonna cup your hands for me so I could do that?"
See, now you trying to get me caged and have their fingers up my butt. Stop playing.
Actually, wait a minute. That might feel good. I might have a smile after you do that.
Shut up, Larry. That's what I was trying to tell Benton though, right? Because Benton was like, you know, well, if they start asking me questions, I'ma say this and I'ma say that, and I was like, you saying too much. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta tell them, well, why you need to know where I'm going, and I don't think where I'm going is none of your concern, and this, that, and the other. You ain't gotta say all that, right? Just don't answer questions. Well, you know, we sometimes you can answer a question. You might. I said anything you say might be used against you in a court of law. That's why they turn their their body cams on so they can catch you. They ask you a question, and if they say, "Do you know why we stopped you?" You say no, or you don't say anything. I don't answer questions.
Yeah, I seen this one guy. He gets pulled over, and the cops all like, yada yada yada, and the guy goes, "I don't answer questions, right?" And then that was the only sentence he said. After that, he didn't say a fucking word, and they just got so fucking pissed because he wouldn't answer them.
I could pull that up, man. I know exactly what video you're talking about. Watch. I know exactly what video you're talking about. I'm gonna just put in I don't answer questions. I think I know exactly because I like that video too.
Well, the cool thing about it is I've seen lots of people, that's all they say is I don't answer questions. But he said it one time, and then after that, he didn't say a fucking word.
Right? Every question they asked him, he ain't say nothing, did he?
Nope.
Yup. And none of your business. Here it is. I found it, Larry. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
All right.
This is Audit the Audits. This video came from Audits the Audit channel.
Yeah, I watch him too.
Yeah.
I don't see it in the chat yet.
Put it there yet. Manel was in the chat.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she still is or not.
No, she's not. I don't see her now because I did say hi to her and asked her how she was doing. Last time I seen her, she didn't have a happy time. She didn't have a happy time on the Paul Enslaved the last time I saw her. She was trying to have a happy time, but they wouldn't let her. You got it? This guy was amazing. You can fast forward his intro.
Designated parking spot in a private parking lot outside an L&L Hawaiian barbecue in Millbrae, California. According to Mr. Proctor, his vehicle was not impeding traffic and he only left it there for 2 minutes while he picked up a carry-out order from the restaurant. After Mr. Proctor returned to his vehicle, a San Francisco PD K-9 unit, whose nameplate is partially obscured, approached him about an alleged parking violation. What can be seen on the officer's name tag reads C. Cord, and I was able to locate a public pay log that lists an Officer Carlos Cordova, who was last promoted in 2019. I also found this image of an Officer Carlos Cordova with the SFPD's K-9 unit from July of 2007 that looks strikingly similar to the officer involved in this encounter. I cannot say with absolute certainty that these two individuals are the same officer or that this officer's name is Officer Cordova, but for the sake of clarity, I will refer to him as such for the remainder of this episode. The video begins after Officer Cordova stopped Mr. Proctor and retrieved his identification and vehicle registration paperwork.
All right, Miss Proctor. That is your last name. All right. Everything okay?
Do I need to answer any of your
You don't have
questions?
to answer anything. Dude.
Okay.
You don't have to. Lucky you stand here all day. I get paid either way.
Can you go ahead and finish your job
You know what I'm saying?
so I can carry on?
What's with the anger, dude?
I'm not angry.
You're not angry? You always talk to everybody like that?
I'm not angry.
Oh, okay.
I just want you.
I'm not frozen. Oh, I'm sorry.
You to go ahead and wrap things up, please.
Okay.
Mr. Proctor asks if he needs to answer any questions, and Officer Cordova informs him that he does not, stating that he can, quote, stand here all day, and interprets Mr. Proctor's unwillingness to answer questions as anger. Despite Officer Cordova's assertion that he can stand and wait for Mr. Proctor to answer his questions, police officers cannot legally extend the length of a traffic stop simply because a citizen refuses to answer questions. In the 1983 case of Florida versus Royer, the U.S. Supreme Court determined that although law enforcement officers do not violate the Fourth Amendment by approaching an individual on the street or in another public place and asking questions, quote, the person approached need not answer.
You trying to read that?
Here I am talking and I'm fucking muted. What I was asking is, what I asked is, okay, he's reading this case. Now, if this case has ever been reversed, will it say that it's been reversed in here? Or do you have to go look for that information too? Do you know?
All right, so the case law he's reading, it's already case law. It's not, it can't be reversed.
Oh, I thought they could reverse it. Like if somebody else come up and another judge says, no, that ain't right or whatever.
That's the law though. You can't, the judge can't change law. The judge can only put policies and codes. The judge can't change law.
I must have misunderstood that part.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Answer any question put to him. He may decline to listen to the questions at all and may go on his way. He may not be detained even momentarily without reasonable objective grounds for doing so. And his refusal to listen or answer does not, without more, furnish those grounds. The framework for a traffic stop is a bit more complicated than a police stop that occurs on the street. Because, as the Supreme Court noted in the 2005 case of Illinois versus Cabayas, an initially justified traffic stop can, quote, become unlawful if it is prolonged beyond the time reasonably required to complete that mission. In the 2009 case of Arizona versus Johnson, the Supreme Court explained that, quote, a traffic stop of a car communicates to a reasonable passenger that he or she is not free to terminate the encounter with the police and move about at will, and that the...
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to Audit. I gotta get, I'll be right back. I gotta get my dog.
Okay. Guys, anybody watching? This is Audit the Audit's channel. Like, share, and subscribe to his channel. Tell him Slideshot 58 sent you. And Larry James, I don't know what Larry, 925, I think. But Dirty Larry sent them. The Slide Shot 58. Audit the audits. If you want to learn about stuff that may change your life, that could change your life, that could make your life better, check them out. I wish I could push play.
Holy shit.
You all right?
It fucking cut right through me.
You ain't got your long johns on.
Oh, damn. Woo! Oh, shit. All right, we're coming back on.
The fact that the officer has completed the original mission of the traffic stop does not communicate to the driver or passenger that their detainment had ended and they are free to leave. For this reason, the Supreme Court held that police officers cannot ask questions about matters unrelated to the justification for the traffic stop if those questions measurably extend the duration of the stop. When it comes to Officer Cordova's claim that Mr. Proctor was angry, exercising the right to silence is not anger. And even if he was angry, he has a right to feel that way and express himself accordingly. With very limited exceptions, the First Amendment protects the right to free expression, including negative emotions such as anger. In the 1949 case of Terminiello versus Chicago, the Supreme Court concluded that, quote, a function of free speech under our system of government is to invite dispute. It may indeed best serve its high purpose when it induces a condition of unrest, creates dissatisfaction with conditions as they are, or even stirs people to anger. While it is unclear whether Mr. Proctor was angry during his encounter with Officer Cordova, all of his speech in the interaction was protected by the First Amendment, and he was perfectly within his rights to express himself.
All right, well, you know, I'll give you a break on it, but you know what I'm saying? This isn't a parking spot, okay, dude?
You're not giving me a break. You're harassing me at this point. I'd like to leave. May I leave now, please?
Well, do you understand?
Am I being detained?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
All right. So do you understand why I stopped you?
Do I need to answer any more of your questions?
You don't have to.
Okay.
Okay. But then again, I could do this all day too.
Okay.
All right. So, would you like to leave?
Yeah.
Mr. Proctor, would you like to leave?
Do I need to answer any more of your questions?
Hello. No. I'm not the one that's acting this way. Okay. I'm just asking you, you know, I'm trying to give you a break here. All right.
Officer Cordova informs Mr. Proctor that he is being detained because the location where he is parked is not a parking spot. However, the California Vehicle Code does not regulate most parking violations on private property, with a few exceptions found in Section 22500.1, which prohibits parking in a designated fire lane in a private parking lot, Section 22507.8, which prohibits parking in a space designated for disabled persons without a proper placard in a private parking lot, and Section 22511.1, which prohibits parking in a space reserved for zero-emission vehicles without a valid decal in a private parking lot. Additionally, a 2011 opinion issued by then California Attorney General Kamala Harris clarified that, quote, a citation or notice of parking violation may be issued only for illegal parking, that is, parking in violation of federal, state, or local law. Accordingly, a citation under the Vehicle Code may not be issued in connection with parking on private property that merely violates the property owner's rules rather than federal, state, or local law. While Section 21107.8 of the California Vehicle Code allows cities and counties to pass ordinances or resolutions declaring that some parts of the Vehicle Code apply to certain privately owned and public off-street parking facilities, parking violations are not included in the statutes that can be applied to private lots. Section 7.28.010 of the San Mateo County Code of Ordinances allows the Board of Supervisors to designate parking restrictions or prohibitions as necessary on streets, portions of streets, or county-owned property. But neither the ordinances of San Mateo County nor those of the city of Millbrae cover parking violations in private parking lots. Not only was Officer Cordova outside of his physical jurisdiction as a San Francisco police officer when detaining Mr. Proctor, but it does not appear that Mr. Proctor was violating any law for which a citation could be issued.
I prefer.
Plus, technically, they can't even go on that private property unless the owner says they want them, you know, to check them out or whatever, right?
Exactly. He wasn't breaking any law.
Right. Manel says hi. I guess she's back.
Yeah. Hi, Manel. Yeah. Go ahead, Larry.
Or you just write me the parking ticket and let me go.
Right, okay. Oh, okay. All right, dude. I was trying to be nice to you. All right. Hold on. All right. Yeah. So just let you know what's going on. We're having another guy coming over real quick. Traffic guy with a side book, since you want a ticket. So otherwise, I didn't want to go through all this hassle. You know what I'm saying? Is everything okay? Is there any other issues or anything going on? I should know of?
Look at him. He just
Do I need to
picking.
answer your questions?
You don't have to answer anything. I'm concerned about your well-being. Is there something wrong?
Do I need to answer any of your questions?
Well, yeah, if there's something wrong, it would be nice, yeah.
Do I need to answer any of your questions?
You know.
Yeah, there's something wrong. You're fucking here bothering me.
Talking, I'm saying, I'm just concerned about your well-being. That's all I'm saying. Usually we don't get people hostile.
I've not been hostile.
Okay.
Officer Cordova tells Mr. Proctor that he is concerned about his well-being because he is acting quote-unquote hostile, and implies that Mr. Proctor may be mentally unstable. The mental health training that police officers receive varies greatly depending on the police department and the officer's position. In February 2011, the San Francisco Police Commission established a crisis intervention team work group, which included criminal justice system employees, mental health service providers, advocates, community members, consumers of mental health services and their families, and other city agency representatives, to develop new mental health training programs and field approaches. As of September 19, 2019, 95.69% of San Francisco PD officers had participated in a 10-hour crisis intervention field tactics course, but less than half had completed a 40-hour comprehensive training course. According to the San Francisco PD's website, the courses are based on the Memphis model of crisis intervention.
What the hell was the red fucking thing over their badge on their arm?
I don't know.
Team training, which emphasizes de-escalation of potential crises by allowing time and distance, which means slowing down and giving the mentally distraught individual space. It is unclear what amount of mental health training Officer Cordova had received, but it is clear that his accusatory questioning of Mr. Proctor's mental status did not help de-escalate the situation. While the national...
Well, the thing too is, you know, it's good that they did offer him supposedly this training, but is 10 hours really like enough?
No.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Thank you for thinking I wasn't as crazy as I think I am.
National Alliance on Mental Illness does list prolonged or strong feelings of irritability or anger as one of the common signs of mental illness in adults. It is highly unlikely that Officer Cordova could have arrested Mr. Proctor, even if he did believe that Mr. Proctor was suffering from mental illness. Because, although police officers are permitted to detain individuals based on mental health concerns, this authority is limited to situations where the individual is a danger to themselves or others, or is gravely disabled. According to Section 5150 of the California Welfare and Institutions Code, a peace officer can take an individual into custody for up to 72 hours for assessment, evaluation, and crisis intervention when there is probable cause that the individual is a danger to themselves or is gravely disabled as a result of a mental health disorder. After this initial 72-hour detainment period, Section 5250 of the California Welfare and Institutions Code also allows the individual to be involuntarily certified for up to 14 days of intensive treatment related to the mental health disorder or impairment by chronic alcoholism if the evaluating professionals determine that the individual is a danger to themselves or others or is gravely disabled as a result of the mental health disorder or impairment by chronic alcoholism. and the individual has been advised of the need for treatment but has not been willing or able to accept it voluntarily. Given the requirements of the California Welfare and Institutions Code, it would be nearly impossible for Officer Cordova to legally take Mr. Proctor into custody in this situation, because Officer Cordova did not have probable cause that Mr. Proctor had a mental health disorder or that he was a danger to himself or others. And Mr. Proctor clearly was not gravely disabled.
Oh, usually we don't get people wanting a ticket. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through all this. I could be having my lunch right now. All right, dude. Well, we'll be waiting, dude. Hurry up, dude. It's kind of my lunchtime.
That was it.
There's more.
All right. Well, you kind of see where that went, right? I dropped another one in the chat. This man got arrested for laughing. This man got arrested for laughing. You talking again on mute?
I don't think I see it.
The last one, right after my net, before Monel came in the chat.
All right.
Before Monel came back in the chat. So after I spoke to her, I dropped it.
All right, so there's your stuff back there. And
This is indisputable with Dr. Rashad Ritchie.
I'm gonna say
share.
Dr. Rashad Ritchie.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Tell him Dirty Larry. I mean, tell him Slideshot 58 Dirty Larry sent you. But yeah, Dr. Rashad Ritchie, he informs about a lot of stuff.
AKA Larry James 965.
There you go, 965.
I read two citations today. First one being special restrictions on lamps.
Fuck, it's fucking up again.
At that point in time, you had flashing lights on your vehicle. It's unauthorized.
Well, under the Constitution, it's protected in the First Amendment. But I'm going to look into it.
That's in Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm going to look into it and see about West Virginia.
Yeah.
Free speech, you know?
Yeah, it's not illegal to do that, to flash and warn, but it's legal to high beam. Okay. And it is legal to have flashing lights on your vehicle, not being an emergency vehicle. Huh?
I said, I'll see.
Okay. And I could take you to jail today for your unsigned registration card. I just wrote you a citation for that. That's actually up to 6 months in jail.
What the fuck?
Did you hear that shit? I can take you to jail, right? I mean, what kind of what do they be thinking?
And 6 months in jail.
For not having a signed registration card. Ain't that some shit to be telling somebody you supposed to be protecting and serving?
But, you know, you go out and rob or kill somebody, we'll let you let go.
You think it's funny, sir?
Take the ticket, sir.
I know, but do you think this is funny?
I'm allowed to laugh. I can laugh all
Go ahead, step out here for me.
I didn't do anything.
Sir, I'm asking you to step out of the...
Am I being detained?
Yes, sir, you are. Step out of the vehicle.
I think I've seen this one.
Are you serious?
Place your hands behind your back for me.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir. Place your hands behind your back for me.
Oh, man, you're serious, brother.
I'm not your brother.
Believe me, you're not.
Yeah, I'll never be your brother. I'll never be your brother.
You'll never be my brother. Just be careful.
I don't want to be your brother.
What
Afraid
the
to open
fuck?
email attachments or make payments.
What the fuck?
So you can stop it there, Larry. You don't have to watch no more. But the thing, what I want to do, and I wish I could. I mean, I guess I can do it on my channel, but I like hanging out with you. But what I'm doing, what I want to do is all these naysayers that say it can't be done, you're going to get arrested anyway, or that's not true. Like, you can stand on your rights and stand on rights and freedom if you know what to do, right? That man sued that police officer and probably the police police department, right?
Yeah.
Because he violated his human right. He had a right to laugh. He could laugh. Cop came up on our car when my guy I was riding with. He made a left-hand turn, didn't use the turn signal. So one cop over there talking to him, other cop up watching us, but he came up to the car talking about, what's so funny? Nigga, you talking to two grown people. What do you mean, what's so funny? We can't, it's against the law to laugh? He said, no, I'm just saying, what's so funny? I might want to laugh too. Wasn't nobody talking to you. So why would you want to get in our conversation and laugh at what we laughing at? We wasn't talking to you. So guess what he said after that? Take a guess. Crack.
Oh, yeah.
You got any? No. You got any? Where's your ID? You got any ID?
Yeah.
I ain't give him no ID, but because I was with the guy that I was riding with, he all like, like what Paul said he don't want with him. Just give me your ID. Just give him your ID. Just tell him who you are. Right? So I did. He ended up still giving him $300 or something tickets because we questioned him about him asking us about us laughing. So he made the driver suffer, gave him $300 or something tickets.
That's what gets me to these fucking tickets. It's so much fucking money for ridiculous bullshit.
That's their job, Larry, to generate money. That's the job. That's why they're hired. They ain't hired to protect. You know what they hired to protect? Property in themselves.
Yep.
That's what they hired to protect.
Not ours.
Right. Well, stores like, so it's we got a few auditors that like going to libraries, audited in libraries and government buildings and stuff like that. And the first thing the cop says is, oh, they don't want you here. If they don't want you here, you have to leave. But what about the law? Like, am I breaking the law? But no, you're not breaking the law, but they just don't want you here. So now they starting to say, because I put it in the chat I put it in the comments a couple of times. So if they say no black people allowed, you gonna follow that too? They say we don't. She black. We don't want her here. So you gonna come and put me out because they said I'm black. They don't want me here. That's not law. It's discrimination.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't it?
It's funny too. You mentioned the library because it seems like that's where they have a lot of those fucking problems. Is at that damn library? They think that it's okay for them to watch you, but as soon as you get your camera, oh, that's not right. That's not cool. You can't do that.
Yeah, and then all the cameras in every building, every place you go is camera, right? Did anybody ask you to sign a paper to say, okay, you can record me when I come in your store?
Yeah, you can watch me, but I can't watch you.
Right, and here's the top thing. Oh, they for security purposes.
Yeah.
So is mine.
This is my security purpose.
Yeah, So is mine. Security. It's security right here. Look, suppose I didn't remember shit, right? And I had to record everything I did because I have a bad memory. People don't think like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, something could be wrong with me, and I gotta record everything I do.
Yeah.
Sorry, Larry, that's a telemarketer.
Yeah.
Give him some breaker talk. Wait, I'm gonna tell you when. Give him some breaker talk. All right, go.
All right, you dirty, slimy son of a bitch. You need to get to work. Make me some fucking money. Bitch.
Hi, this is Nina with the Medicare Department at Healthcare Benefits. How are you today?
I want you to work for me, bitch. Make me some fucking tax dollars.
All right, so next time don't cuss though. I might get in trouble. Try not to call him too many bitches. I might get in trouble.
I actually had a bounty on my head on the CB radio for a while.
Why? Because you was talking too much shit?
Yep.
Larry, man. See? And that's what these YouTube streets do too. They be talking so much shit because, you know, you can't get to them, right?
Yep.
But people don't know. Karma's a bitch.
Well, the funniest thing about it is half the truck drivers had a bounty on my head and the other half knew I was just fucking around.
Right. Well, that's because they thought, you know, they didn't get all in their emotions and feelings and say, hey, this is what we do. We talk shit on the CB.
I even had one driver fucking buy me a breakfast, and we sat there and talked, and he's like, you know, dude, I think you're funny as fuck. These motherfuckers get so irate at you, and they're like, for what? You know, they're like, the problem is the reason they're getting irate is because they know you're right. You know, they know that you're just fucking around, but they can't see it. They don't want to see it.
And two, they can't see you. And then you talking all this shit, like, you know, you triggering the fuck out of them, right?
Well, I don't know if you heard, the reason I came up with my duality welfare jack is because anytime I got on the radio, they'd always hear you during the day, they say, oh, that motherfucker's on welfare because, you know, I'm on the radio during the day. And I'm like, dude, I'm getting no fucking welfare. I got a job, you know, I'm just doing this for a pastime. No matter what you said, they wouldn't believe you. So I gave them exactly what you wanted. I gave welfare jack. I was going to collect their tax dollars and make some money.
Yeah. And that's crazy though, too, is that how people want to smear you, right? You don't know me, but you're willing to smear my name.
Yeah.
Because you don't like me.
Just because I'm talking on the phone during the day.
Right. I'll be right back. I think that's kind of crazy. Your boy said that he would come up and hang out if Miri and Nubs was up here.
Yeah.
That's some shady shit to me. To me, that's just some shady shit. He gonna open up the lounge when you done though. I mean, he gonna open up his thing when you done, because he always have the after thing. He might be doing it now. Him, Nubs and Miri might be with him now. Let me check.
No, Mary's here.
Oh, Mary's here? Okay. I don't even know Moose channel. Yeah, I don't even know his channel no more.
I don't remember what it was called.
Me neither. He done changed the name like 100 times trying to be now. Oh no, he's the original Moose. He was the original Moose from the beginning, I think. So Larry, talk to me, man. Don't let me a silent broadcast ain't good. We don't. You know what it is, Larry. Silent broadcast ain't good.
Yeah, I know. I'm just I'm really tired. My brain's not quite right yet.
What you need your brain to be right? What you need? You need some get right. You need some get right, Larry.
I need that good right pill real quick, like.
Yo, I need to fix me something to eat. Probably ain't. I don't think I'm gonna go to the laundromat today. I think I'm gonna wait until Wednesday.
Too damn cold.
Yeah, but it's like I said, it's supposed to be 61 today. I don't know where, but it's supposed to be 61 today. It ain't like that yet, but it's supposed to be.
Here, damn, it's too fucking cold for me.
Yeah, but I gotta get out. I do have to go to the market and get some stuff from the market. So most likely, man, I tell you, I can't let these YouTube streets keep me out though, cause I like hanging out in the YouTube streets, but people are just so freaking crazy, man. Like the computer and the keyboard changes things. Yeah, I mean the monitor or whatever you're using, the device, whatever, it changes the whole whatever. Make you be somebody else, somebody you ain't.
Oh yeah, I knew this lady in Portland. She was all convinced that some movie star had it bad for her.
So what?
She was convinced that some movie star had it bad for her because this guy was saying he was some movie star. And I'm like, girl, come on. You think this guy's gonna want, to be with you when you're, I don't know. But she wouldn't believe me. Oh no, it's him. I'm like, he's playing you. He's wanting something out of you. He's telling you this because he's trying to get something from you,
He was going in and out a little bit. You hear me? Larry.
What?
I said you was going out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm zoning hard.
Did you have breakfast yet?
I usually only eat once a day.
Oh, that's right. I remember. Yeah, I went to BJ's yesterday. Oh,
I've never been there. I heard it's pretty good.
Not the one in the hood. The one in the hood, you get like a criminal.
That's like, I don't remember the name of the rib place, but everybody was talking about some certain rib place. So I'm like, I'll go check it out. Like some of the worst ribs I ever had.
Okay. Yeah, I had a crab place like that, right? It's a crab place on the around 54th Street. So, every time I ride past there, it's always a bunch of people out there. I said, well, let me go try these crabs. Man, I was so disappointed. Well, all right, so you remember me just saying Karma, about Karma? Karma's a bitch?
Yeah.
Yo, somebody burnt this truck down. Somebody burnt this truck up.
Damn.
It wasn't me. I'm just saying it wasn't me, but somebody burnt this truck down, right? I just say, like, you know, you reap what you sow. And if you put out that kind of, you know, behavior, attitude, or whatever, it's definitely gonna come back and smack you in the ass. Definitely.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen
Right.
to people that have crossed me, right? I've seen it. and Larry, you know when I say right, that I don't mean it's right, right?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
People get so wrapped up in this shit. Like, why you always saying right, right? That's just the way we talk, right? What's wrong with it? People always trying to figure out shit. I just believe, let people live. And why you always trying to figure them out? Why you gotta figure me out?
You need
Right?
to figure.
Larry, do I figure you out? Did I figure you out?
We need to figure ourselves out, not anybody else.
Yeah, you pointing at me and ain't even looking at you because you pointing at me.
Yep. That's the hardest part, though, when you're in the mirror sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
For some, anyway.
And even like yesterday, I'm gonna tell you what happened to me yesterday. Somebody took me to BJ's, right? So I already know how they are. So before I asked them, can you take the BJ's without getting on my nerves, right? Because I already know when I'm with them, they like to pick. They like to be condescending and smart aleck and don't know how to hold a conversation. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't like that. Like, if I'm trying to talk to you as a grown adult, you know, person, right? Why can't we conversate? Why can't we go back and forth and have a good conversation? Why it's got to be some old dumb shit all the time? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, as you know, they and I said that. I said, yo, this is what I'm talking about. I said, we can't never like get together and you know, we riding in the car and we having a intelligent conversation. It's always got to be some dumb shit, right? So then instead of I got mad, I got angry. I mean, I got a little hyper, right? Loud, and then I calmed myself down, and then I said to myself, this is what their behavior is, because their behavior is that way does not have to take me off my square.
Right.
Right? Because Benton's behavior was his way, doesn't have to take me off my square. Right? So it's not rage quitting, it's just not allowing you to knock me off my square.
Right.
You can believe what you want to believe, you can have whatever, you know, I don't give a fuck, right? And they don't like me saying that. I mean, Tommy says no, but the reason why I say I don't give a fuck, because it doesn't have anything to do with me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Amagansett Press putting his phone up against the glass ain't hurting me. Right? If I come out the store and I approach Amagansett Press, that's because that's what they wanted to do. They didn't have to. He didn't provoke them to come outside and bother him. And if he said, if the lady said something to him before, if he said something to the lady before she went into the store, why would she go in the store and then come back out and say something to her?
Right.
Why she didn't do it right there? If he said something to disrespect her or out the way to her, why didn't she handle it right then? Why did she go in the store and then come back out? Because he might have not have said anything.
Right.
All he did is had his camera recording. Oh shit, she walking by. So I'm supposed, because he walking, I'm supposed to stop. Sorry, ma'am. Go ahead. No, you in public. You outside. When you leave your house,
Ain't nothing.
Right. They got this. They got the Google satellite, something. As soon as you come out the door, they know when you left the house.
Ain't no probably before you leave the house.
Well, that's if I post it on Facebook or YouTube. Yeah, but I know what you mean. But you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, though. Like, about other people, what other people are doing.
Yeah.
Like me yesterday, I was getting ready to say something to somebody that I seen they was doing something that, all right, this young man, he had a little station in BJ's, right? So he must have been supposed to have been selling something or advertising something. Guess what he was doing?
Yeah.
On his cell phone. He didn't pick his head up not one time, Larry. When people was walking by, he didn't pick his head up out his phone, and then he was on his phone. Right? And I wanted to say something to him so bad, but I said, nope. You got to refrain from minding other people's business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because people don't know how to take it.
Right.
You know, me too, young man, look busy. You know, look like you're working. Don't just play on your phone and, you know, you're not advertising what you're supposed to be advertising. I wanted to say all that to him, and I probably should have, right? But then sometimes, like I said, I back up because it's like, mind your business. That ain't got nothing to do with you. But then you see a young man that got a job and supposed to be working, and this is why they say we lazy, because you ain't doing your job.
Right.
You on your cell phone. You talking on your cell phone. You ain't advertising what you supposed to be advertising behind this booth you standing behind.
Right.
You know, but you get like, and then one all right, so this young man was playing outside. He was acting like he was playing basketball outside of the door, right? So when I walked past, he almost backed into me. I said, young man, be careful, you know, around the door where the customers are. He said, who, you? So when he said, who, you, I thought he was being a smart ass. So I turned around and I said, listen, I said, I don't play those kind of games. I said, all I was trying to tell you is to be careful around the, you know, around the customers. I said, behave. Don't give me, because I thought he was going to give me a bunch of little young boy shit.
Right.
So when he told me, he said, he explained it to me. He said, no, ma'am. He said, somebody else was coming out the door. That's why I said, who, you? And I said, okay, I apologize. I didn't see anybody else. So I thought you was talking like that to me. And he said, well, all I did ask you was you talking about you? And I said, okay, I apologize. And he shook my hand. He said, thank you, ma'am. And I said, thank you. Forgive me for, you know, jumping to conclusions. And then when I came back past, I said, just be aware, okay? And he said, yes, ma'am.
Well, that's cool.
You know what I mean? And it's the way you talk to people. It's the way you treat people, you know?
Right.
But I jumped the gun because my head says, oh, these young boys going, you know, he getting smart with me. Right? Yeah. But he wasn't. He didn't know if I was talking about the other person or was I talking about myself. But he didn't realize he was playing basketball, shooting, backed up, and I'm right there.
Right. So since you're not gonna do laundry, you're just gonna sit at the home front.
Wait a minute. Say it again.
Since you're not gonna go do laundry, you're just gonna sit at the home front.
Hush. All right, that last part one more time. Since I'm not gonna go do laundry, I'm gonna do what?
Sit at the home front.
No, If it's going to be nice today, I'm going to go to the market at least. I'm going to get something done. I mean, really, what I'm doing, Larry, is I'm just chilling. I'm not really trying to do too much because next month I'm going to be really busy, right? So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to just, I'm trying to just relax, enjoy life, and enjoy what I do.
You might want to, if you want to elaborate on that, you can tell me in PM.
Why you always trying to be all up in my business, Larry, in my DMs, man? Stay out my DMs, Larry.
All right, then.
Look, Moose told me to stay out his DMs. Oh, shit. He said, stay out of my DM slime when I'm up on Paulie's broadcast, man. Sorry, Larry, I had to go check the porch. Make sure my neighbor was okay. Got a little dab, Larry.
Go for it. I'm gonna probably get off here, but I gotta get shit done.
Okay. All right, man. I'm always here for you.
I know you are.
So I'm call me, DM me, call me, whatever. I'm here.
Girl, stay out of my DM.
Tell Anna I said hi.
All right. Well, you take care, and I love you.
I love you too, Larry. See you later. Bye, Chet. Bye, Buzz. Bye, Mary. Have a good day.